are from the Sword Coast near Baldur's Gate. Um, Dr. Ashford, you and Garadash have been traveling southward. Um, you were staying with a group of hobgoblins up on north of Friendly Arm Inn when you received a message and started heading south. The message was from a wizard, and he was offering you a job, a high-paying job. He didn't specifically say what the job was, but he had given you 50 gold and told you that much more awaited you when you came. So you did. Okay. And that's what happened. Akmenos, you were in Candledeep on the coast. You started traveling east. You received a similar message from a wizard named Hallen, and he gave you 50 gold and offered you much more, and invited you to dinner at his house so that he could discuss with you an offer. So that you're the only people that know each other, right? Is Garadash and Dr. Ashford? No one else?
Sure.
Okay. And then Kuro, you came south from Naskill. You were adventuring, just having crossed the Cloud Peak Mountains.
Cool.
And you also received a message from a wizard named Hallen, and 50 gold. So you can all add 50 gold to your inventories.
Oh, word.
Cool.
And the promise of much more if you would accept an invitation to dinner. So you have arrived in Baragost after a couple weeks traveling. You came to the address asking around in the city of the wizard Hallen. You stand before a fairly large house, stone, and as you all have entered, you're all now seated around a large wooden table. Your host is not present currently, but there is food before you, drink, and you're just waiting for his arrival.
We're all sitting at the table?
You are all sitting at the table.
So,
what's everybody look like? Are we a collection of freaks?
So, at the table is one very large gray half-orc, 7 foot tall, 300 pounds. His chair is creaking beneath his weight whenever he moves or reaches for a piece of food or his drink. Next to him is a hobgoblin that looks like something. Go.
I'm a hobgoblin, so I have red fur, kind of this long black hair that's pulled up into a bun. Wow, original.
what?
I have some moderate, like, nice clothes on, like a vest and like a collared shirt, and I have with me at all times. It's kind of this very thick briefcase. It's about this large, maybe about like a foot and a half by maybe another foot and a half, or 2.5. And I'm always clutching it. And in my vest pocket, I have very tiny spectacles.
All right. Across from him at the table sits a large black dragonborn. And go.
So get that adjusted. Okay. I have kind of long white and silvered hair that kind of hangs out the back, this long tail that drapes, the sunken-in features of the black dragon, the almost skull-shaped head, the almost missing nostril pieces, these long, kind of drawn horns pulled to the side. I don't wear armor. It's just kind of like fitted gi-like clothing, 2 large daggers hanging at my side, and then kind of just leaned back in the chair.
All right. And then next to him, not so close as to be as close as the hobgoblin and the half-orc, but as close but far away as he could have taken around the table, sits I don't know, go. Tiefling, I knew that.
Is that supposed to be me?
Yes, tiefling.
Alright. It's an average build tiefling. Horns that come out on either side. Long braided hair, blank expression.
What color are you?
Solid maroon.
Ooh.
All right. You're all seated around this table. Are you eating, drinking, talking, quiet?
Seating quietly, trying to get a feel for the room.
I'm gonna be drinking.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at everybody. I assume we're all here for the same reason.
Gold?
Yes.
I think yes.
And
Yes, definitely
do we trust any of this that's sitting on the table?
Some of them are eating it. I heard drinking it. It looks really good.
Yeah, I'm eating and drinking. I'm
I'm suspicious, so I'm going to cast Purify Food and Drink.
Fair.
As you are looking at the spread before you, it looks pretty rich. Like the house you entered, it looks like whoever has it and has put it forth has money. You've seen a servant or two fill your glasses, fill the pitchers on the table when you were watching, but it looks like a good feast. There's meat, there's bread, cheese, fruit. It looks like they spared no expense for this. So that being said, you sit there for another 10-15 minutes, and then the lights in the room kind of dim a little bit, and walks in is the man. He looks just like that. He's wearing a black hooded robe. He takes it off as he comes in. Long white beard. He looks like every wizard you've ever seen, and you're like, man, they must have a catalog or something, or subscribe to the same magazine. He doesn't have the staff, but he comes in empty-handed. He pulls out his chair. He looks kind of old and hobbled. He kind of struggles with the heavy wooden chair, sits down, and says, welcome, and lays out his hand, and he says, thank you for accepting my invitation. You all have your reputations for being men who know how to get the job done, and I have a certain mission for you, if you would like to hear about it.
Certainly, yes. That would be
all
wonderful.
ears.
Excellent. I can only hope that you'll accept. I have a long journey that I myself, being so old, cannot do any longer. I have been searching most of my life for 5 talismans and haven't procured a single one. It is my hope that you can take up that mantle and be my legs and my arms and my eyes for what my old body cannot any longer. And he like magics into his hand out of from nowhere. You see it's a necklace. And give me a knowledge nature.
Hey, don't have.
I don't think I'm too good at that thing.
First rolls, baby.
Are we all doing that?
Yep.
May
He
as well.
he in his hand is a very large, looks like amulet, with a not delicate, not thick, kind of in the middle gold chain.
Not sure why it rolled twice, if I'm being honest.
I got a solid 8.
Okay, looks like an amulet.
4.
Looks like an amulet.
18.
Excellent. Okay. It's an amulet, and you recognize pretty immediately that it's a piece of a dragon's tooth. It's pretty hefty. I would say it's about yay big.
Okay. Like a megalodon tooth?
Yeah, like it's pretty big. Like, but it's just
yeah.
you also see it's just a piece. So it's not the full tooth. So you imagine the dragon it came from was really big. And he lays it in front of you. And he says, this talisman will guide you to the locations of the talismans. This amulet will guide you to the location of the talismans. And he puts it down on the table. And he says, along the way, there will be much opportunity for reward and treasure. But that being said, and he waves his hand in front of him, and just like a mound of gold appears as he does it. And then he does the exact opposite, and he waves it back, and it disappears. And he says, upon receipt of the talismans, you will be paid 100-fold of what I have given you for your down payment.
That's a very hefty down payment. I have a question. Are all the talismans teeth?
They are not. It might be. I've never seen one.
Okay, and how did you procure this one?
Oh, it's a long story.
Long
Maybe you could
stories.
write it down for me at one point.
I
Long
might write
stories
it down.
typically serve
I would love
purpose.
to do that.
It's a long story. But that being said, I must retire to my room, as you see, I am quite old. If
So you
would.
don't have time to explain why you don't have time to explain.
Oh, we plenty of time in the morning for when you set off. But let me now go to bed. And he pushes back his chair, and it takes him like, and he gets up.
Does he need help? Do we help him?
He manages
That's
it. He's got it. And he gets up and he smiles, and you see like a big white teeth with like 3 or 4 gold ones in there.
Ooh.
And
So he's
Ew.
yeah, he says, "Please enjoy the meal. There are rooms here if you wish to stay. There are inns in town. But I will leave you at that." And he starts turning to leave.
Thank you.
Thank you. And he shuffles out.
I'm gonna keep drinking.
Okay.
Heard this shit's free.
I'm gonna kind
Yeah,
of.
it's if you're drinking wine or beer, there's both. It's some of the best you've ever had. Like, it's quality shit.
Definitely wine.
Water.
It's like,
Ah,
I'm gonna sit up a little bit and adjust and look at everybody and go, like I said, long stories typically serve good purpose.
all right. And then
Did you say that?
I'm dead.
he mumbled it.
Now, I have a question. Did anyone else recognize what the talisman was exactly?
no,
No.
not in the slightest.
I rolled
Okay.
a 3.
Great. No, that was the chip of a dragon tooth.
He left it on the table.
And I'm gonna pull it up, and it's like what, the size of my fist?
Yeah, a little bit bigger.
I'm gonna,
It's pretty big.
yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. This isn't the full tooth. This isn't. There's no gum residue. There's no cartilage. This is a clean cut.
We're not about to fight a dragon, are we?
I don't know. It's a long story.
As you touch it, it's like warm. Not irritatingly warm, but like soothingly warm, like a hot stone. You're just like, oh, okay, that's weird.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if I can identify the source of the heat?
Sure.
Cool. All right. Let's do. So 16 plus 7, 20. I don't know what 16 plus 7 is. That's bad.
23.
Hi, 23.
You have no idea.
Okay.
You're just like, that's not any spell I know, and I know this dragon tooth shouldn't be hot, even if it was from like a red dragon or something.
It's very warm, and I don't know why. And I know a lot of things.
And I know a lot of things.
What is it repeating?
It's perplexing you. What do you mean?
Oh, because I heard you say I know a lot of things. I didn't know if someone was saying it.
No.
Okay. Mocking me. I got it.
Can I cast detect magic on it?
Sure. It's very magical.
Ah!
Ah!
Do we know what kind of magics were put into it?
No, I don't.
You would know divination was definitely put into it. And abjuration. But that's really all you can get out of it. You're not really familiar with any of it.
This old man wants us to fight his arch nemesis, doesn't he?
Just want you to find some challenges.
My concern is more the information we don't have seems to be piling up faster than anything else.
I mean, he did say he would inform us more in the morn. Do we stay in this house? Because it's particularly nice, actually.
Yeah.
I don't feel like something's gonna crawl on me. Well, maybe not like living or an animal or
It's very clean.
bug. It's very neat. This is a neat house.
Usually I'd prefer a musty bar, but this is
Yeah,
free, so.
The floors are stone. Super nice. There's rugs. You're like, what is that? A rug?
Oh,
Yeah, what is that?
So, everyone is very peculiar, I must say. Obviously, we have different talents and abilities that brought us here. Did you travel long? I'm going to gesture at Kuro. Did you travel very far or long to get here?
Couple weeks.
I've been wandering for a long time, but over the past couple weeks I've been heading south after speaking to another mage.
Heading north. Came from the south.
I thought I came from the north.
No.
No.
They did.
Cool. No. Heading north from the south.
So you're a mage, or it was just the person that spoke to you was a mage?
The person that spoke to me.
It's bad. Don't mean to pry. Just curious. Just gonna keep drinking.
so what are you?
Quick.
Ah,
We're hitting it off strong here.
I am trying to maintain a character here.
I'm good at getting information and getting out. I'm assuming we all have different talents. That's mine.
All right. So, you guys, I imagine, are just going to sit there and finish your meal, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you want to finish any conversation, go ahead and do that. If not, we can move on.
yes, actually, I'm quite interested in. I'm gonna gesture over to Akemnos.
Akmenos.
Akmenos. I'm very interested in what it is you do. Are you like him? Are you quick, or do you
No.
two know each other?
No.
Great. Great.
Alrighty.
Everyone's a big talker. Gyarados is definitely a big talker. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, as you can tell. So this is great. This is fantastic. I'll be right back. And then I'm going to just take the wine bottle and I'm just going to start wandering.
So you're starting to feel a bit woozy, Dr. Ashford. I want you to roll me a Constitution save.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'm gonna look at Gyarados. He speaks when he gets nervous and uncomfortable, doesn't he?
Botch.
So as you grab the wine from the table, you get up and your legs just buckle beneath you and you fall and you're unconscious.
Does it look like he passed out drunk, or does it look like he's been poisoned?
It looked like he passed out drunk.
Okay.
He slumps back into his chair. He's not snoring though. He's not making any sound.
Oh, okay, great.
Not moving at all.
Okay, great. I'm dead.
That being said, what's your name? Garadash.
Oof.
You also start to feel a little woozy. You're getting a headache. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty.
Never eat food left on a table.
Not sure why everything keeps rolling twice.
Roll 20 is set to do that right now. The number it displays is the regular roll. If it has advantage, it automatically rolls 2 for you.
Alright. So 10.
All right. So you're sitting there, and your head just goes, and you also unconscious.
I'm going to look over at Akmenos.
That's not
This is why you don't just eat food from a table.
This is exactly why you don't eat food from a table.
So about on cue, um, Hallen walks back into the room, and he seems a bit surprised. He's like, gonna make this difficult, and he snaps his fingers, and I want both of you to make a wisdom save.
Oof. That is
18,
a 19.
22.
You are both unconscious.
What?
Fair.
So that being said, you awake sometime later, and you're all alone. You're all in separate rooms. The light is shining through. But when you awake, it seems really strange. You know you're in a different place. Not only is it bright daylight, like you skipped the morning, but everything around you is wooden. It doesn't look as nice. And again, you're all alone in a room, and you can make me perception checks if you like.
I'd like to immediately, one, see if something's crawling on me, and two, if my briefcase is nearby.
It is. It is neatly. There is a bedside table next to you. It is next to you, and on top of that is a strange hat that you've never seen before.
I'm gonna adjust myself, right myself, and then cast Mage Armor on myself.
Sure.
Just let the shadows kind of start pouring out from under my scales.
Sure.
You got
Just
a
in
19
case.
for perception. Or, actually, yeah, 21.
Okay. So as you look, there's a window in your room, and bright sunlight streams through it. Outside, you see a couple of horses, a cart with hay in it, a man tending to it. You seem to be on the second floor of whatever building that you're in. A bed under you, of course. Bedside table next to you, and a funny-looking hat that you've never seen the type of.
Very interesting.
Anyone else perception?
Yeah, I rolled a 7, so I don't think I'm perceiving shit.
You see a window and a hat.
I also
What?
got a 21, so I'll just assume Jackson's description as well.
You actually see pretty similar window, hat, bedside table, briefcase, bed, door. Also, there's a door, and here's Jackson. Out as you look out the window, you just see desert for miles. You don't see anything else. You're
How
like,
did we get here?
yeah, and you're like, the last time I checked, I wasn't anywhere near a desert.
Oh.
Okay. Anyone else perception? Like Shane, that leaves you? Not you.
Other Shane. I suppose we're expected to put these hats on.
Do you put that on?
How goofy's the hat?
It's a very weird hat. It's got a wide brim, a wide circular brim, and it's pretty tall, and it kind of looks like an M.
Will it fit over my horns?
It will not. You can kind of.
I just want to with the most blank expression. Just
My bad.
It
put
fits
your
over
horns
like
through it?
one side of your head.
yeah, but yes, I will put the hat on.
Kind of sits crooked.
Yeah.
Why are you wearing a hat?
There's a hat
Why
next
is
to you as well.
Can I investigate said hat?
Please do.
I'm not rolling great.
Me neither, bud.
What'd you get?
I don't know what my investigation is offhand. Plus 3, 12.
looks like a hat. Again, you might have missed it, but it's a wide brim circle, and then the top of it kind of looks like an M.
Okay.
So it looks like the Arby's hat?
I always thought that was an oven mitt.
Kind of. It's not that tall.
Okay,
Oh,
so
fair.
it's shorter.
That's
It's,
like
it's
a
kind
cowboy
of like
hat?
a
A fedora.
a gangster hat.
A trilby, if you will.
The brim is a lot wider. It comes out, not like super wide, but like I would say to here, and then I'd say it's like this tall.
This-
Can Can I roll an Arcana check to see if there's anything off with this hat?
Sure.
I got 11.
Seems like a normal hat.
I'm gonna put it on. Just it.
Looks nice. There's no mirror in the room, but
I assume it looks
you assume it looks nice.
okay.
Is there a
That's
door out of this room?
There is a door, and I want everyone to make perception checks.
Oh boy.
Botch!
Jesus Christ.
Thanks, Roll20. Fucking piece of shit.
I'm not a fan of it either, but it's just already all plugged in.
12.
12. All right. Anyone else?
Soft 20.
Okay. You hear kind of not a commotion, but a loudness beneath you.
Motherfucker.
Like there is people definitely here. Like what you would expect in a tavern or an inn. Talking, a little bit of music, conversation, but like far away because there's a door closed and you assume you're on the second floor. You know you're on the second floor because you can look out the window.
Do you all hear that noise?
There's no one in the room with you. It's just you are alone in each of your rooms.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, well then, can I walk out the door then?
Yeah. You walk up to the door, open it, and opens. It's not locked or anything, and you see a railing in front of you, and you see downstairs. There's a fair amount of people down there, gambling, talking, drinking. They look really strange. They're dressed. They don't look. They're people. They're humans. All of them, and they seem to be dressed in ways that you don't recognize from any region that you're familiar with. The women are all wearing like fancy dresses that are big and bushy. The men are wearing like leather pants and maybe a vest with cloth clothes, but in cuts and styles that you're really not familiar with.
Do I see like the doors for like the other rooms?
Yes, yeah. As long as you look to your left and right, there's like an L. There's rooms in front of you on the left, and there's rooms on your right. So you're kind of at the crux.
Okay, I'm just gonna start
Grabbing my
knocking
foot.
on doors.
The first door you knock on, someone answers the door that you've never seen before. It looks like human. He's like, and he opens it and he shuts it.
Oh.
The locals seem nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep knocking on doors till somebody I can either understand or recognize appears.
All right, the first door you open is Kuro's. And as you open the door, you just see like a big black mist. And behind it is this dragon. It looks like he's cloaked in shadows, and it's like noon. You're like, what the fuck?
Was I interrupting?
Just being prepared. I'm gonna
Well,
pull the shadow back into me. That way, I have the spell active if I need it. But if not, it's
How long does
there.
that last?
8 hours.
Jeez, okay.
well, there's seems to be a business downstairs, and everybody's speaking gibberish.
It's pretty lively.
Have you found the one that was rambling before? He'll probably be a little bit better at this. I'll head
But-
downstairs, see what I can learn. Find the other two.
Okay. As you proceed just down the corridor, some of the rooms are no response, and then you run upon Dr. Ashford, and you open the door. He's wearing a hat similar to you are. His fits his head. And so, Dr. Ashford, as you're admiring your new hat, your door gets knocked on and opened, and it is a man you've seen before, Akmenos. Am I saying that? What is it again?
Akmenos,
Akmenos.
Oh,
how was your nap?
Peculiar.
You all have headaches, like tiny, like whining headaches that they're annoying, but they don't hurt you.
I think I might have tinnitus.
Yep.
Now, did you see the desert outside?
Yes, also peculiar.
Yes.
I
That's peculiar. Mm.
I think that wizard took us for fools.
Gotcha.
Brilliant observation. Brilliant observation. I'm gonna pick up the briefcase. And where are we going?
Um, don't know, but just so you're aware, lots of locals speaking gibberish. Nothing
This
I've
is-
ever heard before.
This is when you get to use the Jackson term, speak of the common.
And then Garadash, are you staying in your room or are you coming out?
I'm gonna come out.
Okay, so as Dr. Ashford and Akmenos, you're continuing to search the remaining rooms on that side. A door opens from the far side, and then you see a big, gray, lumbering man walk out, half-orc walk out, and you recognize that to be Garadash. It's like opposite direction. It would have been like on the far end. You went one way, it was the other way.
Like, you guys have a headache because I didn't think I drank that much last night.
No.
Yes, I don't think it quite mattered what we did there.
No one has really taken much notice to you. You three are still on the top. Kuro, as you come down, one of the ladies walks up to you, rubs her hand down your chest, and says, "Looking for a good time?"
I'm gonna grab her wrist and kind of push her away from me.
She's like, "Ah!" And she walks away looking for someone else that might make her some money.
But he does understand the language.
Yep. Common.
I think Jackson just ran into Boomhauer. That was the issue.
He was missing. He was missing some teeth. You definitely remember that. The first guy that opened his door.
Come on, y'all. Commence the jiggling. I would like to gingerly look at my other two companions. So, do we mingle? Do we figure this out? Or do we go straight into the desert? Because I wouldn't advise doing that.
And Dr. Ashford, as now you're kind of feeling around, your headache is lessening as you're waking up. You feel a heavy weight on your chest, and as you put your hand to it, you realize it's the dragon tooth necklace. There's something on it, a note.
I'm gonna pull out the note from my breast pocket, apparently.
And
Take out my glasses.
as you open it and read it, it says, "Sorry about that. Only way to get you there, Callan." And then it says, ... P.S. To activate the necklace, say, "What is the way?"
Okay. Activate it? Okay. So we were drugged to come here. I think we already knew that. There's not a lot of other details about where we are, how we leave, where can we go from here. So I do believe we do need to talk to the locals a bit, at least figure out where we are.
Oh, my strong suit.
I would agree with that.
I really don't want to. Fine. I'm gonna start moving down to the stairway to the main kind of.
I'm gonna
room.
follow him.
Is there a table I can be sitting at?
Yeah, as you came down, you would have gone to a table that didn't have any people at it, I imagine. One that had a view of the door, and probably nothing at your back, so you're kind of in a corner. No one has came up into you, offered if you want drinks or anything, so you're just sitting kind of alone at a table. No one else has talked to you.
I'm gonna pull out my little notebook, kind of be doodling in it for a second, waiting for the rest of them as I'm kind of eyeing and looking around the room.
All right, they journey down the stairs as well, and you guys see each other.
Gotta wave. We're here. Well, we're here as well.
Did you find anything of
So,
importance?
Well, they don't speak a weird language like you were concerned about. They speak common.
Yes, I think I found a vagabond of sorts.
Dimwit.
Secondly, it's more or less a casino/whorehouse from what I've gathered.
It looks kind of like an inn that you're familiar with. Just the decor and stylings of it isn't what you remember. There's a piano. Someone's playing the piano. There's like a skull behind the bar of some animal that you're not familiar with. It's got big horns. And barkeep, of course. So it's pretty familiar, but all the same, kind of strange.
What kind of like weaponry is everyone holstered, or like what are they
You don't see any swords, any axes, anything like that. The men seem to have a belt on their waist with some strange thing hanging off of it.
Ah,
You think it's a weapon? You're not sure.
all right. Well, I'm not exactly a conversationalist, so
I'm gonna wait for. Are you guys coming to sit down with me at the table I've procured?
I would imagine it came over to you.
Sure.
So
Yes.
I'm gonna
Put the briefcase.
wait till Dr. Ashford sits down. I'm like, so do you ramble at people normally, or do I got to put a few drinks in you before you start talking to everybody?
No. When I get uncomfortable, I do tend to ramble a little bit, and I do go into different molecular and conversations of higher caliber that most people kind of look at me like you're looking at me right now.
Disappointed that I started the conversation?
No, dead inside.
That's not from you.
Sad. So did you figure out where we are at all, or you just sat down?
I sat down.
Okay, so I'm assuming now you're asking me about talking because you want me to ask questions about everything. Okay, I'm going to start getting up, and I'm going to take my briefcase with me. Can I go to the bar first?
Yes, you can.
Let me go with you, Dr. Ashford.
Oh, yes, thank you. That would be
I can-
most helpful.
I can be persuasive when necessary.
Oh, good. I do need assistance with that. I'm gonna put the briefcase on the bar. Excuse me, sir. Hello.
Yes. A man comes up to you, portly man, bald, handlebar mustache, looks pretty jovial. What can I do for you, sir?
Yes. You could do me a lot. I think my compatriots and I may have stumbled here in a drunken stupor. Where exactly are we?
Ah, a lot of people do that. You're at the town of Barry.
Barry. And may I ask, where is that in the grand scheme of? You said we're in Neverwinter. Where were we?
You were on the Sword Coast.
In relation to the Sword Coast.
His eyes kind of go blank, and he's like, he doesn't respond. And then after a second, he says, "Well, can I get you anything? We've got beer, whiskey, whatever you like."
Water would be nice.
And he kind of gives you a strange expression, and he goes back over, gives a kind of a wiping with a dirty rag, slings it back over his shoulder, pours you water from a jug and puts it down, and he says, "That'll be $1." And you're like, "Excuse me?"
I'm sorry, quick question. I don't have $1. I have a piece of gold. That's
He says, "You do now. That'll buy you whatever you like. A whole
Yeah,
bottle
right.
of whiskey."
I'm gonna put the gold piece. That table over there with the very broody gentleman over there, or all of them. If you could just have someone come by and take their drink order and just make sure that they don't see the bottom of their glass.
"Oh, yes, sir. Whatever you like, sir." He looks hungrily at the piece of gold, grabs it, bites it, looks pretty satisfied, and then walks off and then motions to one of his barmaids. And then confers with her real quick. And then, are you staying at the bar?
You said there was a weapon somewhere?
Is
Like
there?
I thought you said there was like some kind of weapon like mounted somewhere, or maybe
No, there's a skull on the wall.
Okay, just a skull. Okay, I'm gonna look over at Akmenos. Do you know what $1 is? I'm pretty book smart, and I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
No clue.
Great.
Give me an intelligence check. Either of you.
How's your intelligence?
+2.
Oh, God, I'm doing great, guys. I love roll 20.
Oof.
It's a 11.
You've never heard of it, but you can't count it out as being some sort of denomination, so you don't really think too much of it. But you know it's nothing you've ever heard of.
It must be some kind of trade or currency. You exchange dollars for services and goods, I'm assuming. So
Sure.
we are in Berry, and when I said Sword Coast, you saw the dead expression, right? I wasn't rambling this time?
Yes, I saw that. I was going to inquire further, but he seemed to get
He's
a
right.
little.
He's
What's
right
that?
now. He's right now talking to other patrons, getting their drinks and stuff. You've seen a barmaid go over to your table where your other two companions are still sitting. She puts down a big bottle of whiskey, a big jug of water, and 4 glasses, and walks away.
Let's be careful about gold here. Because I
Right.
feel like at some point we might get jumped. We might not be in a good neighborhood.
Quite possibly.
What? They're whoring each other in here. Come on.
We're in the downtown of the Sword Coast.
I'm fair. This is fair. We're in the downtown of the desert.
Yeah, give me a perception check, Dr. Ashford.
Oh, good. Okay.
You can as well.
Natural 20.
What are we rolling?
Perception. So, Dr. Ashford, you, after taking out that gold and kind of looking around, you're always careful. You notice that the ladies definitely took notice, and they're kind of sidling up to you, getting closer, looking you over, maybe if there's more money to come out, how they can get it with their feminine wiles.
Oh, they're like pigeons.
Yeah, the men, they're not really taking too much notice. They're gambling, drinking, whoring.
What does everyone's race in here seem to be?
They're all human, every single one.
Do they seem put off by our group at all?
Yeah, I mean, what?
Nope. Nope. Not that you realize. They have not taken too much notice of you. Other than like a sideways glance just to look at you, look back. Don't really.
Is there anything reflective that I can look into?
Yeah, there's a mirror behind the bar, I would say.
All right. And what do I look like in the mirror?
A dapper tiefling with a crooked hat.
When the barmaid walks up to us, does she say anything, or she just kind of drop the stuff and walk away?
To you, she doesn't really say anything. She's realized from how you treated her friend that she ain't gonna get any money out of you. So she kind of gives you an even face. She kind of smiles and giggles at Garadash because maybe she can get something from him still, and then walks away. But she doesn't say anything.
I want to take the hat off.
You take that off.
What are you doing?
I have an idea. Does
Oh.
anything
Smell wood burning.
does anything remotely change in the?
Nope.
Uh,
You now do not have a hat. You're
I
holding.
figured the same thing, but I never put the hat on, and
Yeah,
no one's freaking out
those,
about me.
those two do not have hats on. Dr. Ashford is the only one with now his hat on, and you are holding your hat.
I see.
Everyone else seems to be wearing a hat, except the barkeep and like maybe 1 or 2 guys. And none of the ladies, though.
Should I take my hat off too, or
What do we do?
I don't know anymore.
Curious if I should go get my hat.
I mean, I feel like it's a nice hat though.
I want to take out 5 gold pieces and put it on the table.
Whoa!
All right, you do so.
Bar fight.
And I just want to see what kind of attention it gets.
Make me a perception check.
I really should just turn around and grab my dice.
Yeah, I should as well.
11.
Nope. Everything looks fine.
Okay. I want to use... Once I get that there, I want to also cast Mage Hand.
Uh-huh.
and just have it float on top of the gold so somebody can't walk up and grab it.
Okay.
Just a test.
Okay.
That's it. I'm going to continue looking about the room.
Okay.
So, let's. I'm gonna meander a bit just so I can kind of get a feel for the room.
Okay.
Just to see if there are any odds or ends with everyone wearing this hat. I'm like, great hat, isn't it? Ha! We all have it.
They kind of give you a funny. They're all different hats. They are similar styles of hats.
But everyone's wearing a hat except for the barkeep.
Like one or two guys, but like most people, are wearing hats, and none of the women.
Isn't it nice that most of us, if not all of us, have hats on?
They kind of give you a weird look, and they're just like, and then just go back to what they're doing.
Is there a door out of the tavern?
Yes, and if you're facing the bar to the right of it, there's like a double swinging door.
Gonna undo my cufflinks and kind of roll my sleeves because I'm gonna assume it's hot. I'm
Pretty
gonna
hot.
just go get a breath of fresh air. Oh god! And I'm gonna go towards the tavern door, see if I can open the door and figure out what's going on outside.
You do. It
I'm
swings
going to,
out.
follow him out.
All right. It swings out, and can you see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Except it's not green. It's all pretty tawny,
Red and
tan. Pretty tan, I would say. Pretty tan,
tan.
like a desert.
While they walk out, I want to try and see if I can meet eyes with Akmenos and kind of give him a nod that I'm not leaving just yet. I'm trying to get a better feel for what it is going on here.
Okay. So Dr. Ashford and Garadash, you are out front. There's a covered porch that you're looking out. There's a street in front of you. Some people on the street. Drunk guy to your right, if you're looking out, kind of like sitting, babbling to himself. You can see he's got a mug in his hand. But this is pretty much what you see. A street, some houses. As you keep looking, you pretty much see a full town.
Yo, this is sick. I've never seen this before.
It's roll 20. It's
Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah.
Tabletop simulator. This is dope. Okay.
Pretty much my favorite.
I am. Ooh.
You can be this guy. You are here,
Got it.
and Garadash can be this guy, or vice versa. Doesn't really matter to me. You are there.
I would like to say I'm also like 5'9", so I'm assuming everyone just kind of towers over me, and I'm just gonna look up at Garadash and go.
He's giant to you.
Yeah, I'm like
So
7
tall.
foot 2.
Well, I mean, we've been traveling for a few like months. I think I would assume that I know you're giant at this point.
Yeah.
I know this seems off, but I don't
Quite
know
a
too
bit.
many desert towns. Do you?
No, I'm not exactly the smartest motherfucker, but this is definitely odd.
Yeah. Okay. So
More importantly, I don't know any deserts close to where we were.
neither do I, and that's an issue. Barkeep said we're in a place called Berry. Have you heard of a town called Berry before?
You have not.
I guess I should roll, but no.
You have not.
Wes is like, nah, dog. So I think before we venture out into the desert, I'm gonna hydrate a lot more because I'm feeling it, and it's actually really hot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Now that you're outside, it's pretty hot.
Did you notice that everyone's human?
I did notice that.
And
I
did
did
you
notice.
notice their weird, what I assume to be weaponry?
That's what I wanted to. I wanted to get a closer look at one of those weapons.
Yes, that seems important.
Yes. So I think when we go inside, maybe perhaps that's something we should be curious about or point out and say, "Hey, what is that?" Out of ignorance.
Indeed.
Maybe we'll get the answer.
So does this drunk guy next to us seem to be like
No, he's like dead ass drunk. He's barely awake. He's just like,
Does he have a gun? Or I'm sorry, a weapon?
no.
A gun.
I would say he does not.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, that's an easy way to find out.
He's looks like poor. Probably spends all his money on beer and booze.
All right. Head back in then.
Head back in then.
All right.
All right. You head back in.
We went outside.
We had a little chat next to not the guy with 5 gold on the table.
It's very warm.
Yeah, you're all kind of sweating. It's not unbearable, but it's uncomfortable.
I'm gonna take out like a lace handkerchief and just start patting.
Oh my!
My stars! I do believe I have the vapors. It's muggy.
Aren't you covered in
Agreed.
fur?
Like a light fur. I'm not exactly one to shave something off.
Insulates. It's a layer.
In fact, if anything, because I don't have sweat glands, they really kind of protect and cool me as opposed to insulating me and keeping me hot. It's kind of like a very interesting reptilian. You're making the face again.
I assumed you were more canine and with pants.
I feel like that's hurtful.
You learn anything from outside?
It's tan.
Lots of sand.
Lots of sand.
I hate
What?
sand.
There's a full. It gets everywhere.
Here we go.
But there is, I mean, there's more than just this tavern. It looks like there's a full community that has been able to live within this desert.
From what you remember,
Jimmy Neutron brain blast.
Yep.
There's like a well. There are different houses, different livestock, crops. Even I don't know how they get the water here unless they have some kind of underwater channeling system, like a well.
Or magic.
See, I thought magic, but does anyone here look magical to you?
Could test it.
How?
Anybody in our group cast magic?
If you're still concentrating on that detect magic. Oh no, you cast that at dinner. No, you would not.
Yeah, it would have been long gone.
I do believe I might have something that can procure, and I'm gonna put the briefcase down and kind of flip it open, and you kind of see like a Mary Poppins style, like my full arm just goes through the briefcase. One moment,
I don't think I was ready for today.
and I'm gonna pull out like kind of it looks like a box with these antennas on it, and I'm gonna spend the next 10 minutes and cast ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
In 10 minutes, we'll know if there's magic. Excluding this. And I'm going to close the briefcase.
All right. So he is pretty busy as you all sit at the table, tinkering and doing whatnot.
Is your device only just going to detect magic around it?
Within 30 feet. It is up to 10 minutes. So once it gets up and running, I mean, we can procure about. I don't think I can cover the full.
I was going more
area
along the lines of it. Does it just give you a yes or a no if there's magic present?
It
And
usually pings.
And the school. It'll give a faint outline, aura around the creature or object, and you learn the school of magic. Any.
Okay.
I mean, it'll be able to give me gather that information. There's a apparatus in which sound can come out of and communicate in base kind of languages. So like hot, cold, divination, transmutation. So we just need to wait until the time is done, so to speak.
So nobody like crowded around the table when we left, and
Well, you guys stayed. 2 people stayed, so no one came by. They're kind of giving Kuro a wide berth as they see he's not a friendly character. He's got a permanent scowl on his face.
I mean, my face looks like a skull.
Yep. There.
I mean, there's a skull behind the bar.
Give me another knowledge nature check.
Oh,
Anyone who's looking at the skull or has seen the skull, so anybody?
no, I'm concentrating on my.
So not you.
no,
I'm grabbing my dice. I got a 2.
Looks like a
18.
skull. It is bovine in nature, but you're not familiar with the species or breed.
It's a bovine. It's likely just a trophy of some sort.
I wanted to respond back with "You're a bovine," but I felt it was inappropriate for the situation that we're in.
Bovine.
Oh, I should have played a minotaur.
That would have been a hard no.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. I'm not concerned about it.
Should have been a Tarask.
So I'm gonna assume we have enough time where it's gonna blip for me.
Yep. Are we blipping? All right. So 10 minutes has passed. You just sit there pretty much in silence, not drinking, not doing anything, looking
Just
weird.
drinking water.
Okay. And then, as the spell finishes, kind of tell me how your device would operate. Would it like?
It kind of like there's like a little saucer that kind of goes around, and then I assume it would kind of ping either green or red depending on if there's magic or not. Green if there's magic, and then it'll kind of just state what the divination or the kind of spell it is.
Okay. So as it finishes, it starts going pew 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 pew, and everything, every person around you, excluding your party, is basked in this kind of green aura, light green aura, and it tells you it is some kind of transmutation magic, enchantment magic, illusion magic. You're getting pings, 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 pings from every person in here. Of course, the talisman on your chest, you're getting from Garadash, the amulet he's wearing. You're getting from Akmenos, there's some kind of stone in his pocket. Is it a stone?
Yep.
Stone, right? Yeah, some kind of stone in his pocket. You're getting from Kuro his long black cloak that he wears. And I could go into those if you like, but those are all
And,
their magical items.
And the broken blade on my back.
That's true, and the big broken blade on his back.
Noted. Do I see a point of origin for the green kind of sheen against everyone?
No, it is just around like they're all silhouetted in it.
Great. I'm gonna deactivate and put it back into the briefcase. So there seems to be some kind of transmutation spell on literally everyone in this tavern, and I can assume, I would think safely, the town.
And enchantment, and illusion, and you just a touch of conjuration.
Also
On it.
enchantment, illusion, and like just a kiss of what was it?
Conjuration.
Conjuration. So you're right. We in a magic town, y'all.
Would it be safe to assume that these aren't real people?
I don't particularly want to find out if they're real or not.
We could always find out.
No, I'm down to find out.
The Raven Queen wouldn't mind a few more souls.
Oh, so that
That's
I was-
how it is.
means this.
I wasn't talking with killing people.
I'm
Me
gonna
neither.
just.
When I grabbed the girl's arm and pushed her away, did it feel like there was resistance or no?
Like an arm.
Okay.
Everyone, as you're kind of looking around, whispering to each other, now kind of intently looking at all the people, give me a perception check. Everyone.
Okie doke.
17.
I have real dice
Okay.
in front of me now. Thank merciful Jesus I switched.
15.
Okay.
Perception?
Yep.
16.
Okay. One more.
14.
Okay. So, Kuro and Akmenos, as you're kind of watching these people, you see sometimes flick of a lady's hair, a scratching of a man's neck. You see these weird runes. They're glowing faintly, not noticeably until you're kind of really looking for something odd, studying these people, on the backs of their necks. And as you're looking, you're seeing that on every person's neck you see.
I have Eyes of the Rune Keeper. I can read all writing. Does it say anything on it?
It's not writing, it's like a magical rune.
Mm. So like a physical object?
Are we both
No.
warlocks?
Yes.
Oh.
You have the almost exact same build except for different classes. You have 2 warlock and then 5 of a different.
Fair. We gonna fix some shit up when the time comes.
It looks like it's literally inscribed into their flesh. So a circular rune about yay big on the napes of each of their necks.
And
Blue in color.
But
this
not
is
on
on
any of us.
everybody, or
Everyone, as you're now focused on it and kind of leaning back, looking around, everyone that you see around you, that neck you can see, which is, I would say, at this point, 5 to 10 people. So you're making the assumption it's everyone.
You see it?
You don't have to.
Is there one on my neck?
You don't see everyone's neck. Yeah, as you look, you're like, what?
I can't see
Well,
my
you
neck,
don't
clearly.
know because they haven't told you yet. But if they'd like to, they can.
I want to lean and look at the doctor's neck.
I'll say seated next to you as you lean over. Looks like a normal neck. Fur.
Hello.
So what are you doing over there?
You see
Came
it
to
too?
look closer at the dog, huh?
I'm gonna look over to Akmeos. You see it too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's looking. He has those strange eyes that you do, like you notice something. The
on
other two
everybody.
look oblivious.
That's comforting.
What? What's comforting?
Do you have any way
Look
of
at-
dispelling magic?
Don't think so. Look at it. I'm going to say to the other two. Look at everybody's on the back of their necks. What do you see?
And now that they pointed out, you also see it.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
Oh,
That's odd.
How are our necks looking?
I don't see anything on the good doctors.
If you decide to check each other's necks, you all look like
Neck
the
check.
same. Yeah, Garadash, you
It's gonna be a reoccurring trend.
look the same to Dr. Ashford, and vice versa, as you have for months. Nothing peculiar about your necks, anyone's necks.
So, do I see it on any of the ladies of the nights necks? Do I see it on like the girls who were proposing? To,
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I have an idea.
I think we're thinking the same thing.
I do. It does have another setting, and I'm gonna pull out the detect magic. It does have an identify setting.
How long does she have to be close?
10 minutes.
Yeah, it's time for some engagement there, bud.
I'm gonna
Who's the handsomest?
I'm gonna stand up and
Not
walk
me.
up to one of the ladies of the night.
Mm-hmm. You do, and she looks at you and kind of grimaces.
I'm 6'4". How tall is she?
Like 5'4", like 5'6", like a regular
Okay.
height.
I'm gonna look down at her and be like, "Hey,
Hey,
Hey,
my friend's getting married. He needs to celebrate." And I'm gonna drop the 5 gold pieces in her hand, and I'm gonna point at Dr. Ashford.
her face changes instantly to something silky and sultry, and she says, "Oh, why didn't you say so?"
You guys
Hurries
jumped.
away.
You jumped on me. It's not for me.
Hurries away from you, not even listening to you anymore. And she grabs Dr. Ashford by the arm.
help! Help!
no,
Help!
not
Why is it just me?
yours.
Why isn't me going?
Not forcefully, but she's like kind of gives you a hold, and she says, "Oh,
Hey.
your friends here said you're getting married."
Hey, Doc,
I
don't forget your
love-
toys. And I'm gonna point at the briefcase.
I'm gonna grab the briefcase. Thank you for this. This is wonderful. This is great.
She starts pulling you upstairs, pulls you into a room, shuts the door, wastes no time, just starts undressing,
Don't you want to get to know each other first?
sits on the bed, and just opens her legs. Gives you one of these.
So I'm gonna put the device on the nightstand. Sorry, I'm more of a linguistic.
And she kind of grabs you by your shirt and hauls you over to the bed.
Is
No,
there,
no,
is there a way I can attempt to stealth up there and get into the room to handle this?
Sure. So you follow them upstairs. The door's shut. You hear a little bit of commotion, a little bit of no wait.
I got a
And-
23 for a stealth check.
You open the door and it's fucking a 4 foot, like it's like 6 foot by 6 foot room, and they're like, she's fully nude. She's like, get out!
How much time more time do you need?
Like,
It's been 30 seconds.
No. Get out.
you're blowing it.
I'm gonna. Are you still just standing in the doorway?
Uh huh.
She's got the covers pulled up. She's deep red.
What are you gonna do? Stand there for 10 minutes?
She's getting upset.
I'm gonna close the door.
Sorry
She
about that.
Looks a little flustered and angry.
That was the point. Now you
That's
can
so-
discuss.
Got it. So
How's
you
it?
know what? Let's just pillow talk's really nice, right?
Bam!
I-
Starts kissing you.
Do you know anything about chaos theory? It's the branch of mathematics focusing on the study of chaos, stating the dynamic system. Apparently, at random states.
And she's like, "Oh, shut up!" She like slams you down and starts taking off your clothes.
Oh, good.
You're about to get soft hard.
I am. Chaos theory is an interdisciplinary theory.
And it starts. So as Shane, I imagine, or as Hero is on the other side of the door still, I imagine, starts hearing.
You're gonna still hear me rambling about chaos theory because I have to go to my happy place.
It's mumbles. She's covering your mouth. It's and that goes on.
For 10 minutes?
It's been 10 minutes. It's still going on, whether you like it to or not.
Can I
Do
roll
I
an
hear the
intelligence?
ding, though?
Can I roll? Do I hear the ding?
You do not. He knows what his device has done. You can roll an intelligence check to try to track how long 10 minutes has been.
I got a 19.
Sure, you know it's been 10 minutes.
I'm gonna open the door.
She screams again. She grabs her clothes and she runs off into a different room. She's like, the gold isn't worth it! She runs out of the room.
Thank you.
We had a
10
task at
minutes.
hand.
Dr. Ashford in the bed, butt-ass naked. She's taking the blanket, her clothes. You're just staring at the goods.
I'm gonna use my tail to pick up his pants and throw it over to him.
Okay.
Put on the pants. Can I pick up the device and cast Identify?
You have. And so you're identifying
What's on the back of the neck?
it comes from, to the best of your knowledge, a wish spell.
Yeah, this is not something that is regularly occurring as far as Arcana goes. This seems to be remnants of some kind of wish spell,
The highest level magic that you know of.
which is arguably the highest level magic I know, at least in the known realm.
So somebody wished this town to exist.
Maybe someone had this fantasy.
A thing for whores fucking furry people.
Not everyone is furry.
Besides the fact, we need to figure out what the source of origin is here, figure out what the talisman is, and get out. Yes? No?
The necklace is
Sorry?
on the bed on the bedside table. I imagine you took it off or kept it on. That's up to you. That's how you roll. I don't want to.
What's on the
Jamie.
bedside table?
Your necklace.
Your bone necklace. Bone.
I
tooth
would assume it
necklace.
was still on me.
Okay, that's how you roll. That's fine.
Chains on.
That's up to you.
Chain's on. Yes, I would like the chain on still.
We don't kink shame here.
I just need a turtleneck.
I don't know. I heard something about furries.
All right, Shane does.
We should get back with the others.
Yeah, just give me a minute to recompose.
Just a bad recompose or a good recompose?
I haven't decided yet.
Feel used.
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder from like a lean
No.
in at a distance. Tap him on the shoulder.
Don't touch.
I'll meet you downstairs.
Don't touch. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little bit to recompose myself for a moment.
I don't know if I have a cure wounds spell for that.
They don't make cure wounds strong enough.
For emotional damage.
There's no cure inside wounds.
Alright, so Dr. Ashford stays in the room as you walk.
I just realized
out.
I carry 25 pounds of water.
Alright.
That's
Apparently,
a lot
for
of
some
water.
reason, I
Thank
bought
you.
5 water skins.
Okay.
Alright, well, as Kiro walks around, he's like,
Yeah. I slosh.
alright, so you walk out of the room and
But you sneak.
yeah, try to sneak into a 6x6 room with one door in broad daylight.
I was
At
gonna knock.
23.
I was gonna knock her the fuck out, but I realized that probably wouldn't have gone well since she was on the other side of the room. And then I considered just throwing a dagger at her, but then I'm lawful neutral, so just killing somebody for no reason doesn't balance out there either.
Jeepers.
I miss being lawful evil.
What a guy.
For real. Hey, you've been in here 30 seconds. Are you done yet? It's like,
Yeah.
The goal was to get her flustered enough that he could talk to her, not actually sleep with her. But you know,
Yeah, I couldn't
whores
help
be
that.
whores.
You gave her 5 gold. She was doing it.
Okay.
Kiro, do you head back downstairs?
Yeah, I'm gonna go sit down with the other two.
Okay.
so how
Fully
does that
finished.
Okay.
That's doesn't seem important at the moment.
I mean, he got what we needed out of her, or what he needed out of her. The full 10 minutes.
go? Why does everything you say sound so creepy?
All of it was well, he finished. Oh, were you watching? 'Cause we saw you go up there, burst
Yeah.
in, and then stand outside of the door for 10 minutes, and then burst in again.
But we don't know that.
Yeah, no, you watch. I mean, you could see him from
Yeah.
standing up there outside of the room for 10 minutes while you were just sitting at the table.
Did you finish as well?
Yeah, you don't really know this guy, so I would imagine that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, a little bit.
We have a task at hand.
Yeah, we do. I'm still curious as to what that task was.
I wasn't expecting him to actually sleep with the whore.
She's
No.
a whore.
The whore you gave 5 gold?
You know,
Is that not?
maybe I'm not as versed in prostitution as you are. I assume there was a little bit more talk.
No.
All right. By this time, I imagine Dr. Ashford shamefully walks down the stairs.
Need a drink yet?
Yes. Whatever you. Yeah.
All right. There's still a bottle of whiskey on the table. You've only, I imagine.
Do
All
you
right.
need a pipe to hit?
So, I don't know if Kuro told you. You told them about the logistics of the magic, right?
He did not.
No.
No, he told us
I
told
told
us
him.
about-
pretty
I told him.
crazy stuff.
I told him you finished.
He did.
Phrasing. So, from what the devices deduced is that the spell or the magic that is keeping all of this together is something no shorter of a wish spell, which is the highest form of magic that I can think of.
Yes.
At least the highest form of spell. Literally altering reality.
So we're in a made-up universe.
I believe we are probably in someone's fantasy that maybe they wanted this, and
But why the
I
hats?
don't know what. I don't know. They look kind of dashing, though. Maybe it's part of the outfit.
So did you get any information though? Like, I guess you didn't have time with him bursting in there.
She was also
A
very
lot of-
forceful.
A lot of bursting going on.
No.
It was still happening when
It was
Jay
happening.
burst back in.
Things weren't ejecting, though. So, just put that back in your head. We need to figure out the point of origin. We need to figure out who made this. And most importantly, we need to figure out what the talisman is.
My question would be this: if someone was powerful enough to make this, aren't they powerful enough to stop us rather easily?
Well, if we're being sneaky about it, perhaps we might be. If we can find the point of origin, perhaps we can find a way to either persuade or sneak or steal said talisman. Possibly.
What is everywhere in our group wearing? Like, armor-wise.
You tell me.
You know, I'm wearing a loincloth.
Okay.
I've
You
got
saw everything. I'm wearing nothing. A vest, a shirt, and trousers.
I've got chainmail.
Also, no shoes, by the way. My feet are like hands.
There's a very large depiction of a bird on the chest.
Got a whole theme going, huh?
Oh, the goal would be to sneak. I can help with that, but
It's broad daylight. It's like it's like noon.
I also clank a lot.
Noon.
Sure is.
I'm your huckleberry.
So perhaps we can
reconvene at night.
that. I was going to
It's
gather
like
information.
8 hours from now. Yeah.
I was going to say gather information about the town now that we're hydrated and
Relieved.
You're a creepy guy.
I'm going to 1,000-yard stare. Yes, I'm gonna take the briefcase and put the hat on, and I'll be outside.
You do remember, you have the note from the guy. I don't know if you ever showed it from Hallen. I don't know if you showed it. The only one who hasn't seen it would be Kiro, I imagine, because the other two were next to you while you were reading it.
Well,
Second
I was,
question. Did she keep
yeah.
the hat on during sex?
She never had a hat
She
on.
didn't
I thought you said everybody was wearing a hat.
No, the ladies
No.
aren't wearing a hat, Shane.
None of the ladies.
Oh, fair.
I mean, I informed them of everything except for the activation word for the
Phrase, yeah.
phrase. Yeah. But yes, I'm gonna go procure outside. I'm gonna put my glasses on. Just try not to direct enough attention to myself as much as I can, possibly.
Okay, so you step outside, correct?
I'll walk
Yes.
out there with him.
Right, so I have
You've done enough.
you just stay away from me.
He sexually
Alright.
assaulted once, and all of a sudden you don't want to hang out no more?
No.
I have Dr.
Oh, yeah, our first time hanging out, dude.
Don't say that again. Ever.
Dr. Ashford coming outside, and I have Kiro coming outside, walking onto the front porch. Other two, what are you doing?
I'm gonna. Do I have like any parchment or anything on me? Like,
Did you write it down?
I do.
right? What?
Because if you didn't, you don't.
I don't know. Let me see what's in mine.
Gave you 100 gold.
I spent that on weapons.
Oh. Y'all,
Yeah, no, I ain't
y'all-
got shit.
y'all shop drastically differently than I did. What do you need,
Uh,
Jackson?
Shopped?
I shopped for 30 minutes.
Oh.
What do you need, Jackson?
Just like a pen and paper. of
So you're
course.
out. Well, you're outside, but I guess you could ask him before he leaves. You have a pen and paper, and he gives you some.
Lovely. So if I can, are the runes still visible?
Yeah.
At this point, yeah, I'm gonna just try and jot that down and.
Give me. Let's say performance.
Can't remember the last time I rolled a performance check. Holy shit!
You're arting it up right now.
No, I mean that's fair. I just
You know I'm proficient with calligraphy tools and writing things down.
He does not know that actually.
Oh, yeah, I am.
You're on the porch.
Uh-huh.
Well, you don't share a lot of that,
that's a solid 10.
Mm-mm.
You write down pretty much what it looks like. You're satisfied. You're like, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Nice drawing. No,
Yeah.
Yeah. And Garadash next to you, still sitting at the table. You two sitting at the table. He's like, yeah,
I'm
nice.
gonna show it to him. How does that look?
It looks really good, but also
actually-
I polished off this bottle, so
Okay, yeah. So he thinks it's really good. And then, so 2 inside, 2 outside. What are you guys on the porch doing?
I'm just gonna survey.
You look out and see the town once more.
perhaps we should do a perimeter check, see if we can figure anything out.
And beyond the town, as you're looking left and right, you just see desert for miles. Like anything beyond the town is just desert.
Great.
You're a smart man, right, Doctor?
I like to think so. I have a PhD.
If you were to make a town based off a wish, what's something that you would miss? Let's see if this was a town to start.
Something that I would miss as far as just putting a town on top of something. Probably a sewage system. I would probably forget. Well, they obviously have a water source. I don't know. I think a little more literally. Well, what are you thinking?
I think sewer system would be pretty accurate as well. You're not going to think about where the poops go.
I mean, they could arguably go into an outhouse and then it just can be in a hole, and then obviously you'd have to move the outhouse at some point, but I feel like that's tedious.
I'm just wondering if this was a town to start and these people are under control from the spell, or if it's all brand new.
I think it's brand new. I think it's just been kind of plucked and placed around something that if anyone were to be here, they wouldn't have any bothers or wants or any kind of people snooping in, or it's someone's hell. We haven't considered that, actually.
That's true. We haven't.
Because I feel like this could be my hell.
You're not big on the whole touching thing, are you?
I don't like people's hands.
Alright, so as the two on the front porch are discussing what to do, what are you two inside doing?
I'm gonna head out to the pouch.
Alright, also goes to the porch, leaving you alone, Akmenos. Do you say anything to him, you just leave?
No, I'm busy kind of scanning the room anyway. I'm going to go try and find the bartender again.
He's at the bar. He's at the bar. He's chilling at the bar.
T-Pain's there too.
Cool.
Tallahassee Pain. That's what the T stands for.
Is it really? Tallahassee Pain?
He's from Tallahassee.
Oh, hell yeah.
Alright, so Garadash, you join them. They're in the midst of a conversation on the front porch. Akmenos, you are talking to the bartender.
Righto. I am going to cast Cause Fear.
On the bartender?
Yeah.
He becomes very afraid.
Alright. So then, just out of curiosity, would say that give me an advantage on like an intimidation check.
Yeah, he's cowering. He's not like down cowering, but he's like as far back behind the bar away from you as he can be, and he's like looking at you with shrunken pupils.
Right.
He looks scared.
Good. So then with a 26 for intimidation, I'm going to ask him again, where are we in
Barry, I don't know what you mean.
Where is the Sword Coast from here?
Like, I don't know what that is.
Why?
It's like, please, sir, leave me alone.
And I'm gonna. Oh, do you have a map?
I don't have a map. Please, sir.
I'm just gonna kind of keep twisting my head.
Alright, as he is berating the bartender, what are you three doing?
I mean, are we hearing this? Like, I imagine
probably
they're just
not.
like,
Probably not. It's pretty loud inside.
I'm still trying to figure out how this generates self-sustaining heat.
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
Yeah. I think I might be able to use this for something.
A power supply?
Precisely.
Good.
I'm going to start digging into the briefcase as you two kind of look at each other. Give me a few moments.
Okay.
Let's let him do that. You want to wander about?
Sure.
I want to go check on the water supply.
Alright, where are you headed? This is what the town looks like. Big water tower right in front of you.
I'm gonna go towards the water
Imagine
tower.
the water tower then, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go towards the water tower.
Alright, so you and Garadash start walking forward. You'd have to navigate. There's kind of what looks to be blacksmith's materials, scrap, piles of metal. You start walking side by side, one in front of the other, side by side, I would imagine.
Side by side.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're gonna be the frontline bros.
I want you both
Actually not.
to make reflex saves at disadvantage.
11 plus dexterity saves.
At disadvantage.
Yeah, I got an 11 plus 8, so 19.
Okay.
Let me find that on the sheet.
My first roll was a 19. That would have been a 27.
So how do I roll at a disadvantage with this?
Take the lower of the two if it's rolling 2.
All right. 6 it is.
Alrighty. So as you start walking, you feel this trembling, and as you go to look beneath you, as you feel it coming from beneath your feet, something rushes out.
Is that a fucking bullet?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Son of a bitch. I'm used to throwing these at people.
Oh shit.
Alrighty. You take Kuro. Four slashing damage and 4 bludgeoning damage as you are pushed. Something rockets out from behind you, leaping out of the sand. You're sprayed with sand and attempts to tackle you to the ground. You dodge out of the way and land tumbling 5 feet in front of you as you turn around, whip around, and see this. I would say probably about the size of a large dog, like a really big dog.
How much hit points did I just take? Sorry.
4 slashing, 4 bludgeoning, 8. As it comes crashing down and lands in front of you. Garadash, you take 9 points of slashing damage and 9 points of bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone as something launches itself out of the sand and lands on your chest and is now looking at you in your eyes hungrily.
Alright, that's a surprise action then, so I can't
And everyone roll initiative. Well, everyone outside.
Okay, so me.
20, not natural.
Akmenos, you may roll me a perception check at disadvantage. As you are still berating the barkeep.
Oh my
14.
god.
Okay.
The first roll was a natural 20.
Ooh, disadvantage.
14.
Alright, you do hear a commotion outside. A yell, ah!
I'm gonna take one last look at the bartender. I raise my fist at him and then just walk away.
He's cowering still.
So the thing's on
70
top of
something.
Kuro?
No.
The thing is on top of Garadash. Giro has definitely rolled to the side and is now in
How does
front
this
of
work
one.
though then? If one's on top of me, cause
You prone, baby.
nah.
No, you are. Yes, you are.
Read what I sent you.
By level 7. Okay.
So obviously I'm gonna rage. I'm not down.
You can act normally on your first turn.
Alright.
Being prone.
Yeah, being prone's acting normally. It's just You take a niggity nap first.
Okay, so I got Kiro got a 14 or a 20. Who got a 14 again?
I did.
Okay, and then initiative at advantage for Garadash.
I wanted should have had advantage.
Well, you're not a barb.
I am not.
Indeed.
I've played enough of them. I don't want to play another
All
one
right,
anymore.
9?
9? No. Shit.
I was
13.
like, at advantage? Your dex is what?
4.
Alrighty. See, it is Kiro's turn.
Okay. So what's going on right now?
There are 2 bullets in front of you. You recognize them as bullets. They're a lot smaller, so they might be juvenile than what you know bullets to be full grown.
Okay.
One is in front of you, one is atop of Patriot, diagonal to you.
Did they?
They burst from the ground.
They burst from the ground.
They burst from the ground.
A lot of bursting.
There's a lot of bursting going on today. You're right.
I'll pull my daggers, and I guess I'll just make 3 attacks.
I want you to make a charisma saving throw as you hear a whisper in your mind from the sword upon your back. Blood, death, I need it. I want it.
17. No, higher than that. Sorry. My charisma saves are +5, 17 +5, 22.
All right. So you resist the urge. The sword is pulling, wanting you to take it out, unsheath it, spill blood with it. You resist it and pull out your daggers. Go.
First attack, dagger +8, so 25 to hit.
That will hit.
Second attack's a natural 20.
That will crit.
And then I'm going to kick.
Okay.
17.
To hit. That will hit.
Okay, so it's first d6. This is my first attack. That's going to be 5 points of damage because I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, 6 points of damage because I rolled a 1. I get +5 to my damage. That's going to be another 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the crit, 8 + 5, 13 points of damage.
Okay. You unleash a flurry of blows. King, king. You see it kind of biting into the hard armor of the bullet.
And it's gonna. Never mind. I'm not gonna worry about that.
All right. It's still snarling at you. It looks. Go ahead.
I'm gonna. They're already basically on top of me. I'm gonna jump back onto the porch next to the doctor. So they'll get an attack of opportunity.
Over the bullet.
Yeah. Like I'll just go.
Alright.
Yeah.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics 21.
All right, so you definitely leap over onto the back, off the back, onto the platform, the porch once again, onto looking like a very surprised Dr. Ashford next to you.
No. Why are you here?
And then does a 22 hit you?
It does.
Excellent.
Because as much of a fighter as I am, I'm not meant to be touched. I'm a monk.
You take 20 points of lashing damage as it chomps at your foot and kind of drags you down, but you manage to leap over and back onto the board.
So the second we touched the sand, those popped out.
Oh, good.
Why don't you touch the
do
sand?
I notice them?
And it is Ashford's turn.
Some help, please.
Okay, no, got it. Hold, please. And I'm gonna put my hand or my arm into my case and kind of come out with a gauntleted hand.
Okay.
Could I use my Artificer Lightning Launcher ability?
You can.
Cool. So I'm gonna roll an attack. It's rolling. Hold on, it's thinking. 21.
21 will hit.
Okay, and that is. Let's see here.
Which one? The one that
That bit at the one that's on top of Gyarados.
Oof.
Okay.
I beat up the other one.
That is 6 points of lightning damage.
It crackles and kind of screams, and is still upon your friend.
I'm going to use my second attack and do that again.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to your screen, Wes, but it's like super shitty looking.
Okay, natural 18 plus 7.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay, so with the lightning launcher, if you hit the same instance, I believe it is once on each of your turns when you hit a creature with it, you can deal an extra 1d6 of lightning damage to that target. So I'm going to roll 2d6 this time.
Okay.
I'm going to go Gyarados. I hope you're lightning resistant. And that is 9 points of lightning damage.
All right. It sizzles off the flesh and the hardened carapace of the bullet as he looks really angry, but is not distracted from the prey underneath. Stays upon his chest, and it will be Gyarados.
Thanks anyways. Alright, standing up is full action?
Yeah, you have to make a strength check.
Alright, do that.
Are you
Well,
raging?
first I'm gonna rage. Yeah.
Okay. And make a strength check.
23.
All right, so you shove this thing off
Aw,
you
thank you.
and get to your feet. And you are now standing, I think standing from prone.
Takes half
just-
your movement.
Yeah, so you are now standing up in front of this beast.
And I still get my attack on?
Yep.
Ah, sweet, bro. Alright, I am going to draw my maul.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit him.
Akmenos, you've made it to the doorway and it, but you are kind of still watching this unfold, so you'll roll initiative at the end of this turn. You just missed the first round.
Okay.
Alright, I gotta roll 2 attacks. Alright, a 27 and a 24.
Those will hit.
Alright, well, 19 points of bludgeoning.
Total?
Yeah.
What are you using? A maul?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think I can
Or-
pierce it with, like,
As you-
slashing pierce.
Yeah, as you boom, slam down on its head, it grunts under the impact, but still standing. The one that was attacking Hero now turns towards you and will attack you. 24 will hit you. Roll an 18, I'm sorry.
It's all good. I ain't mad at you.
7, 9, Jesus. 21, 24 points of slashing damage, so 12 points of slashing damage
Yeah,
from
boy.
that one. The one that just got off of you, that you pushed off, will also jump at you. Will miss you with an 8. Bites at the air where you're at, and you fend it off. And then go ahead and roll initiative for me, Akmenos.
9.
Alrighty, you will go at the end of the next round. And it is back to the top of the round, Kiro.
So are they right there in front of us?
Yes, they are right in front, between you and Gyarados.
Could use some help here.
Help.
Do either one of them look hurt?
Yeah, they look pretty scored and wounded, but they still standing. They don't look like they're breathing or anything.
Alright. I'm gonna raise my hand as the shadow kind of comes back up from under my scales. and I'm just gonna let loose 2 like kind of tendrils of shadow to whip into them and cast Eldritch Blast.
Pew pew. All right, you do that. Which one? One at both. One at...
No, both of them at the one that I had wounded before.
Okay, got you. Go ahead.
First one is that's +6, so that's gonna be an 8 because I got a 2,
That's a no.
and that's gonna be a botch.
They both go wide as you wheel around and you hit the drunk next to you and explode him.
Oh,
You killed someone.
It's not the first time, it won't be the last.
Yeah, but that wasn't on purpose. Aim for the thing that's killing us.
Yet again, it's not the first time, and it won't be the last.
Literally.
maybe you
Literally.
if I hear any of that, I don't feel too good about it.
No, you don't hear it. You're raged. You're full on focusing on the battle. And
I'm
that's the end of your turn.
I'm gonna
Unless you're moving.
duck back a little bit further in.
Going back inside.
No, I don't want to go inside. I just want to get a little bit more distance from these things, just in case.
You have nowhere to go. You have to the right of you, and you have to the left of you. Oh no, you have to the right of you. I don't know why you're there.
Okay, so I'm over here. All right, I see where I'm at.
Dr. Ashford was standing, hasn't moved. So he's on this side. You're right here, so you can move to your right because you went this way, or you can go back inside, or you can engage.
I'll stay back here. I'll let Dr.
Alright.
Ashford stand in front of me.
Yeah, the porch is like 5 foot wide. It's like a regular porch. All right, that is the end of your turn. Ashford, your go.
Okay, I'm gonna reach my other hand in and have another gauntlet, and I'm just gonna kind of flip switches, and I'm gonna cast Fire Bolt from the gauntlets.
Okay, which one?
To the one that I already damaged.
All right, keep blasting him. Gotcha. Go ahead.
Anyway, so I start blasting. So I'm gonna put that there. Okay, good. 5. That is 12.
All right, you shoot at him, blast him, and it sears off his skin. Seems to have no effect. It just dissipates on the hardened armor of this beast.
Okay, 5 doesn't work. And I will use my second attack for the lightning launcher again.
All right, go ahead.
See if that'll burst out. That is 16.
Wait.
16 hits. Okay. Get ready for so much lightning damage.
Zzz.
Yeah. Take that. 5 points of lightning damage.
That's not terrible. It hits him, and he definitely feels it. He arches his back, doesn't turn to you, keeps looking at Garadash and snarling and growling. Garadash, your turn. Actually, go ahead, Ashford. Keep going.
Sorry, I was going to start backing up as well a little bit, but just trying to get a different vantage point.
There's nowhere to go. There are the doors behind you, which are open. Akmenos is standing in them.
Okay.
The only room for one of you. You can squeeze by him.
No. I'll stay to the side then.
Okay, there's porch to your left. You can move over a little bit to the porch.
Yep, I'll move over a little bit to the left.
Okay. You move over, and then if that's into your turn, Garadash, your turn.
Alright, well, I'm going to keep bashing the head in of the one that jumped on me.
Gotcha, go ahead.
Because, it's got my attention. 22 and a 27.
Those will hit.
Alrighty. So 27 points altogether.
As you slash down and pound down with your great maul, you pound once with sickening force. It goes to one knee. You pound it again and smash its brains in. It is dead where it stands. It's now splayed out on. All right, and anything else?
No. I'll just keep taking the fucking fight.
All right, so that happens. The one that was attacking you from the side is going to attack you again. And chomps at you and misses.
Garbage.
The other one is dead. And then Akmenos, your turn. You see this, and you're standing in the doorway. I can't really put you here, but you're in the area of the tavern.
Okay, is it just the one left?
It is just the one left. He has crushed the other one to death.
Okay.
All right, man.
Let me bonus action Searing Smite. Then with my 2 attacks, I'll attack once with Toll the Dead. And that is a Wisdom save.
That's a spell. You can't use it for 2 attacks.
What?
What?
Sorry.
Rip! Alright, well then I guess I'll just attack twice with my Warhammer. I will be using it two-handed.
So you're gonna run outside? Because you're in the doorway, you're about 10 feet away. You'd have to step onto the porch and step on to the sand.
Yeah, it's fine. Does a 9 hit?
9 will not hit.
Alright, and then a 22.
22 will hit.
Alright, so... that is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
And then,
okay.
Let me add the Searing Smite.
Okay.
It needs to make a con save.
It will not make it.
Ooh, so then, 2 points of fire damage.
It squeals in pain as it wheels around to face its new attacker. And then before the top of the round, I need you to make me a reflex save, Archmenos.
Oh, what?
Reflex.
We don't have reflex.
Dexterity.
Dex save?
Dex. Yeah, whatever.
It's the same thing.
Anymore.
7.
Alrighty. There's a rush of sand. As brah! A bullet emerges from the sand, shooting out like an arrow, and lands upon your chest.
Oh.
And you will take
You dead.
6.
Yeah.
9 points of slashing damage, and 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you are knocked prone. It lands on your chest, growling angrily at you. And it is now Kuro's turn.
Well, this looks like it's getting bad. Okay. What do I got? Hey, Jackson.
What's up?
Did you take the other eyes as well, or just one set?
What do you mean? As far as
Your invocations.
just the one.
Fair.
My other one is Agonizing Blast.
Fair. Alright. I will hop over the railing to the
There's
wounded
one. There's one like directly in front of you, so you have to skirt around him. But yeah, the one is on the other side of that.
Are they both in like a straight line in front of me?
Yes.
I'm gonna use my breath.
Can you guys not see this anymore?
No, I can see it. I just don't know which one I am.
You are this one.
Okay, so they're both right in front of me in a line.
Yes.
I need them
Ashford here.
Do we want them feared, or we want them potentially acided?
I vote acid.
Okay. I need them both to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. They do not make it.
Alright, I'm gonna reel my head back and
Alright,
let
you do
loose
so.
the acid damage. It's gonna be 2d6 acid.
Okay.
Right. No, 3d6 acid.
Okay.
6, 5, 3. So 11, 14 points of acid damage.
14.
And
All
then
right.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast...
Is that to everyone? Because the one in front of you is on top of Akmenos. Remember, he jumped on his chest.
It is indeed a straight line, and I did not see that Akmenos was there.
You can take it back because I put him over here, but he's on top of him. The one in front is on top of him. You can take that back. I'll allow you to take that back.
But is he going to?
If you like, that is your choice.
How hurt are you, Akmenos?
I mean, I can take a few more hits.
Alright, cool. Yeah, no, I'm
From
going to let
your
that
own
go.
boy.
Alright, so Akmenos also takes 14 points of acid damage as it reels on him.
Not too many more of those, but...
The acid splashing across his face.
And then I'm going to cast Hex on one of them, the one right in front of me.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Alrighty. It is now Dr. Ashford's turn. The one, original one, looks pretty wounded. It's sizzling acid, like pieces of it are dropping off. The one that had just emerged looks pretty fine.
Okay, I'm going to lightning blast the one that looks very hurt.
Okay.
God damn it. It's not going great, guys.
We're doing
13?
Will not hit.
13 will not hit. I'll go again.
Ping! Pings off his armor.
Okay, 18.
Will hit.
Okay, wonderful. Let's get this here. And that will be 6 points of lightning damage.
6 points of lightning damage. It sizzles in pain, and you can kind of see it light up with its skeleton as in the movie. It goes down to one knee, struggles back to its feet, and is still standing. And it would be Garadash's turn.
Which one did he just do that to?
The one right in front of you.
The one that's fucked up.
I might as well finish it off, eh? So I'm gonna keep raging like I do.
Okay.
And he's the closest one, so he's gonna get it.
Yep. If you step forward a foot, you can reach both.
Oh, thank you,
Do you
Indigo
have a lamp?
Chameleon.
Oh, alright.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to our new stream. We just started this one today.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it with them all. Tried and true.
All right. Go ahead.
Alright, so 23 and a 21.
Those will both hit.
23 points of damage. Bludgeoning.
All right. So you blast it, breaking its spine with an audible crack, and then blast it again, even though it's already dead.
Make sure.
And pulp it and just. And it is now dead. The one on top of Akmenos will jump at him.
You got this. You're doing great, honey. You're doing great.
Roar.
For a 23.
Oh,
And
23.
he's got advantage. He's standing on his chest, chopping at him.
Fair.
9, 16 for 19 points of slashing damage as takes a chunk out of your arm.
Rude.
And-
With that though, because I have flames of Phlegethos, or however you want to say that.
Okay.
He is going to take 3 points of fire damage. He said how much? 19?
19. He chunks you.
How hurt are you right now?
You know.
More than a little, less than a lot? On a scale of what's your max hit points?
On a scale of 1 to 58, I'm at 9.
He looks gravely injured as you look upon him, and it is now his turn.
Ouch.
With a
Ouch.
very heavy creature standing upon your chest.
See, I should have played cleric, but
Oh, we have a cleric. He's just not here.
Oh,
He decided he had other things to do, like a job and shit.
nah, how dare he live his life?
I know. We just one of us needs to become an alchemist and just brew constant potions. Just every 2 minutes
The
potions.
barbarian's a prime candidate for that.
All right, Akamenos, what will you do?
Let's see.
You can either make a strength check or an escape artist check to wriggle away or push away this creature.
Shoot. I should have took the one invocation that blasts people 10 feet away. Would that be my action?
No, I'd give it to you as your movement.
Okay. Yeah, let me do that now. I'll make a strength check.
Okay.
I botched.
All right, you try to shove it off, but you don't have as much of a bicep as you used to, and it stays upon your chest.
Yeah. Alright, so then, if I can.
You can use your action to try again, but that would be it.
Is this a humanoid?
It is not.
Oh.
It looking like this.
It looking like this.
Can I still make an attack?
Yes, you can at disadvantage.
Would I be able to cast a spell?
Yes. You are not restrained, you're just prone.
Okay. So then, let me cast Toll of the Dead.
Okay.
That is a Wisdom save.
That's a big nope on that wisdom save, you got him.
Alright, so it's 2d12. That is 14 points of necrotic damage.
He reels back on his back legs and screams in pain, a horrific high-pitched squeal, and lands back upon your chest and refuses to let go. And at the end of the turn, Garadash, please make me a reflex save.
You got it. Go. You could do it.
I got.
Believe in yourself.
Can he see it? Because he gets advantage on it if he can see it.
He cannot. He cannot.
Understand.
Man, it just gets everywhere.
You
Have
feel
you
a,
considered?
you
maybe-
feel a rumbling, and then
How's about a 25?
you succeed. You are
yeah.
shunted this way as another one of these creatures rips from the sand and attempts to maul you.
It's a new one?
There's a
That
lot
is
of these
correct.
things running around out here.
That is correct. 8, 11. So you take 5 points of slashing damage, reduce down to 3 points of slashing damage,
Thanks.
and 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Reduce down to 5, reduce down to 3 points of bludgeoning damage. So 3 and 3.
Yeah.
As another one rips towards you as you roll out of the way and face it. It is now in your face. Kuro, you are up. A new one has emerged. Another one sits upon the chest, looking at its next meal.
Okay, so the one right in front of me is the one I cast Hex on, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. I'm going to let loose a flurry of blows on him and attack him 4 times.
Can do.
Let me find my key points in my feats and traits. Alright, I'm going to make 4 attacks against him. 2 with my daggers, then 1 with my tail and 1 with my foot.
Let us see it.
First is going to be a 15 plus... I can never remember what I add to hit. That's equipment. That's not going to help me. 15 plus 8, so 23.
That was it.
Second one's going to be a 9 plus 8, so 17.
That will hit.
The next one's a 10. And the last
That was-
one is a 25.
3 hits. Go
Okay.
ahead.
And that's going to be 66 damage. So
Okay.
2, 7, 9, 8, 10, 15, 21 plus 15. So 36 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So you stab it one time in its eyeball. You wheel around with a spinning tail whip and whip it. And then what was your last thing you were going to do? A kick?
Yeah.
You come down with a crushing axe kick and hit it right on the nape of the neck, and it goes down and falls limp upon your friend. It is looking up pretty dead.
Can I take the shadow from it? From the hex? Because I can move it technically on a bonus action on my next turn, so I'll just like have it come off the creature.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, and then Ashford, that will be your turn. As just
Okay.
seeing this creature slump to the ground after your companion unleashed a flurry of blows upon it.
Is it still breathing?
It is not breathing at all.
Okay, great. I'm gonna recalibrate the gauntlet, and I'm gonna cast magic missile at 2nd level.
Okay. This
And,
is the only one that's alive. The one next to Garadash.
That's the one I'm gonna shoot. So gauntlet's gonna open up, and 4 doubts are gonna come out. Here we go. So that is 8, 12 points of damage. Doesn't tell
Okay.
me what kind of damage.
The 12.
12.
All right. As you pew 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 pew, each bolt rocking into the side of this creature as it sways, and then doesn't even seem to look at you. It just keeps staring straight ahead at Garadash.
Get out of the sand!
You
Is it 'cause
yell
we're not
that.
wearing hats?
I'm raging.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
All right, Garadash, your turn.
I guess I'll take his advice after I smash the shit out of this thing 2 more times.
Sure.
With them all, of course.
Okay, good.
23, 28.
Those both hit.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
That can't be right. I critted and only did 10. But,
No,
I guess
this would be 46.
so I gotta roll 2 additional d6 of damage.
Okay.
Alright, so 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
So you wheel into this thing with your maw, smack it. You hear cracking as its jaw is just reeling from the strike, and hit it again from the other side and just slobber knock it.
Alright, and then I'm going to, I guess, head towards the porch.
All right. As you do so, you're going to go in a straight line. You're going to go left. You're going to go right.
I'll go right.
All right. So as you go around here, we'll provoke the attack of opportunity from the one you just left.
Alright.
It does not hit you. It chomps at you in a daze, reeling from your blows. And then it will move toward you, and then it will grab the body of this bullet here, and you see it shimmy, and it goes under the sand, chomping, and with this
Was
bullet...
that the one right next to me?
Yes.
Can I use a reaction and try and pull it away from it so it can't pull it away?
Sure. Make a strength check.
I'm good at those. I am not good at those. Natural 1.
You do not. You feebly grasp at the large monster as it is pulled onto the sand, and just like water disappears.
I'm going to try to grab it because I'm
the
ready.
sand.
So, like, you're not getting away, motherfucker.
I'll give you your action.
Alright. Strength check, you said?
Yep.
27?
You indeed hold the body, the dead body of this, not this one, of this dead creature as it's attempting to be pulled under the sand by this other creature. and it tears off a chunk of its arm, its forward arm, and takes it under the sand as kind of a consolation prize. It disappears. Akmenos, it is your turn. You are laying on the ground as the body was just dragged off of you and then kind of pulled to the side. It is sitting above you.
It's really good that it didn't grab Akmenos and pull him away into the sand instead of grab something else.
Yeah.
Interesting, eh?
Well, I'll get up.
Okay, you stand on your feet. You are right in front of the porch, in front of Kuro and Garadash and Dr. Ashford on the side there.
Okay. And the other
The other one has disappeared. This one is dead, laying upon the sand.
Okay, so there's nothing else to attack.
There's nothing else to attack. There is, I think, one dead body here, and I think one dead body here. So there are 3 dead bodies of these creatures. This one's missing an arm, but on the sand.
Well then,
Let me make that visible.
That was interesting.
let me investigate those dead bodies.
Alrighty, so you are staying there, yes?
Yes.
And investigating, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
With a 14.
Need you to make a reflex save. Go ahead and make your turn.
What?
You investigate.
If they're dead, what is it?
It is dead, that is correct. You see on this creature, on the nape of its neck, a similar rune to the runes you have seen before on the human's neck, if not slightly altered. As you are studying it, make me
It's
a
gonna
reflex.
explode. It's
No,
gonna
make me
freaking explode.
Make me a reflex save.
Should I have done the lays on hands to myself first?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
9.
Alright. Well, alright. So, you feel a rumbling from below you and beneath you as from behind something rockets over you.
He's back.
And you will take 8 points of slashing damage as this thing reels over your head, goes right in front, and dives below the sand, taking with it the creature that you had been examining, kind of just like a shark dive, right over your head, clips you with its claws, boom, and takes down this creature into the sand, and they're both gone, leaving you standing there, and that is your turn.
Let's all get out of the sand and reevaluate our plan.
Yeah.
It's a good
Alright,
idea.
Tremors in this bitch.
Initiative is over. Akmenos is still standing right there.
Why?
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna give myself 25 points of lay on hands.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
Still standing there?
I mean, have we started to move, or are we all just kind of perplexed at
I'm
what's
giving-
going on right now?
Get out of the sand.
Unity.
It's because
Something.
it's time to go.
Doc,
Okay. So what do you do, Akmenos? Your friends can they've been yelling at you to get off the sand.
Yeah. Where are they at?
They're on the porch in front of you here.
Like, we're
Well,
right here.
then I'm gonna go to the porch.
Alright, you're all standing on the porch, and as you watch from the porch, you see heads of these. There's 2 bodies in the center here. You see just 1, 2. Just
Whoa.
heads emerge from the sand. They begin ripping and tearing and fighting over the pieces of their dead kind. And within moments, they're all gone beneath the sands.
and we saw the rune on them as well.
Make me a perception check.
No,
You saw nothing.
I don't see shit.
Akmenos, being the only one to have taken the time to study these creatures, saw a rune, a similar rune, but not the same rune on these creatures.
Is the drunk guy still have a rune?
He's exploded. No, he exploded into dust. Like, bleh.
Alright, great.
Got consumed by the shadows, my B.
Alright, so are we gonna go in there and confront them about why they just let us walk out here?
Make a perception check, all of you.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
No. Here, I'm just gonna roll an actual d20.
8.
Okay.
8 as well.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Okay. So,
24.
Akmenos, you are reeling from your wounds. You don't really notice anything besides kind of holding yourself together. Dr. Ashford, you're just floored by what just transpired. You also are kind of enraptured in yourself. Kiro and Garadash, you both notice as you're looking around, all the inhabitants of the town don't seem to be doing anything. You look inside behind you in the tavern, they're still going about their things. The people outside are just going about their business. Not really taking a notice to what has just happened.
Okay.
How long was that battle?
Doctor,
Am I still raging?
On the porch. That battle was 4 rounds long.
So rounds are 5 seconds.
6 seconds.
6 seconds.
So yeah, you're still raging.
All
right. Well, I'm pretty pissed, so I'm gonna storm back in the bar.
Bum 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 bum. You storm. You see Garadash slam the doors into the bar and go inside.
Hey, Doctor, you want to do me a favor?
Yeah.
I'm curious about these creatures a little bit more. They immediately came out and attacked me and Garadash when we touched the sand.
I did notice that.
Do you think the hat has anything to do with this?
No, I don't think the hat has anything to do with this. I think we don't belong here, and the minute we try to leave this bar, we get attacked.
What I'm saying is, do you think the hat would be something that allows us to leave the bar? Hence why it was neatly placed next to our beds.
I'm wearing the hat.
Touch the sand.
Watch. I'm gonna walk down to the sand, and I'm gonna put my feet down and wait.
All right, make a reflex save at advantage, because you are waiting for it.
There it is.
Can I assist him, like to grab his shoulder and pull him out?
Yeah, I'll give you a D4.
Okay.
Sorry. 20. I need to not use Roll20's shit. So, cool.
You proved your point a little too well.
3.
I was just curious.
Hey, you got that D4 though.
Yeah,
Got
remember?
that D4.
5.
All right, so you, even though you crunch down, you crouch, you're waiting for it. One of these creatures just blindsides you, knocks you on your ass. Take 7, 10 points of slashing damage, and 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
22. Great.
Can I use my reaction to pull him out of the sand?
Yeah, you can pull him. He doesn't pin you. But you see the creature kind of on the surface, like a shark, with its just barely its head and its body above the surface, look kind of angry, and then slithers back down, and you see its trail, and then you lose sight of it as it goes deeper.
I don't think it's the hat.
It's not the hat, man.
I don't think so either.
Now you know. Knowing is half the battle.
Mm-hmm.
Take off the gauntlets. Put them back into the box. Close the box.
So whatever we need to handle's in this inn. At the very least.
I'm gonna storm in as well.
Oh, yeah, all right. He is stormed in. So, go ahead, Garadash. What were you looking to accomplish inside the bar as you storm in?
Well, let's keep in mind I'm raging still, so gonna throw some tables, maybe some bottles. I'm like, why the fuck did you let us walk out there?
They kind
Just
of
to the room.
to the room. They look over to you, and then a couple people, the bartender, he looks kind of furious, angry. Like, hey, put those tables back! Everyone else kind of returns to what they were doing.
Not
That's
good.
about all the reaction you get from that.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna chill out. Try to unrage.
Okay, you drop your rage, and then Dr. Ashford comes in behind you.
Just all disheveled and fucked up. And I'm just gonna sit next to you. Not gonna say anything. Put the briefcase down, and just sit.
Half a bottle of whiskey still there.
I was gonna say once I stop raging, I'm gonna get us a drink, but I guess we already have it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pour myself a glass and then hand him the bottle.
Okay, and then on the porch, Kyros and Akmenos, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna sit on the porch for a few minutes and kind of look about.
Okay, you sit on the porch, Akmenos.
I will also look about.
Okay, you see this town.
I don't like when Final Fantasy battle music kicks on out of nowhere.
All right, then.
We already had that.
Just a town, people walking about. You see some people doing some blacksmithing down the road. Catch it out of the glimpse of your eye.
I was about to say black magic.
Some guy loading a wagon. Some guy carrying this sack. A guy feeding horses.
Is there any like small stones or anything nearby?
Yeah, sure. You can find a pebble on the porch.
I'm gonna look at Akmenos. I'm gonna toss the stone in my hand for a second,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna bean it at somebody in the leg, at a distance.
Which guy?
Just somebody a little ways away, like in the sand.
I'd say you can see this guy over here in the wagons. Make me an attack roll.
It's gonna be a 19.
All right, you bean him in.
I'm not trying to like wound him. I just want to see if it like actually makes contact in his leg or his arm.
Oh, you bean him in the leg, and he goes down. He's like, ah, what was that? He looks around and kind of sees the source of it, and he like limps away at the fastest he can go, and you lose sight of it.
Huh. Why are they able to walk in the sand and we're not?
They're probably part of the illusion.
As he hobbles away, you lose sight of him.
Unless that was the one guy that was real out here. Maybe that's the fantasy. Maybe he just wants to be a cartman.
He's like, fuck.
use grand arcane magic just so he can run a little cart stand.
He wants to live a simple life, have a nice family, 1.2 kids.
Well,
or 2.2 kids.
Now he's living a simple life with 2.2 kids and a limp.
Yeah. You see as you're out here for a few minutes, 5, 10, 15 minutes, all these people are just going about their lives, walking about on the ground, tending to the horses, doing normal town people things.
Alright, I'm going to go through my inventory, see if I have any items that can...
Okay, Kiro is doing that. Inside, what are you two doing?
Getting sloshed.
Okay, getting drunk, Ashford?
Trying to reformulate a plan to make sense of this fucking town.
Thinking, Akmenos?
Thinking of better times.
Okay.
I'm
Very productive bunch.
gonna take off the talisman and I'm gonna look at it.
You
and
do?
I'm gonna go show the way.
And
Oh my god.
in your head, you hear, "This is the way." It says, "This is the way," and then it points. You're sitting, I would say, facing, towards the east,
Okay.
and it points to the west. It points in the opposite direction, like straight at you, and through you.
I'm gonna move it and see if it shifts as I move.
As you move, it remains firmly placed in that direction. So as you try to move, it stays pointed. Kind of. Let me come back.
Like a compass.
Yeah, exactly. It stays
Okay.
true east. True east. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up the briefcase. I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna start trying to navigate with it.
All right, as you walk outside onto the porch,
Yeah.
if you stand up and turn around, it's pointing kind of at the bar, not at the bar, but like in the direction of the bar.
Is there
Okay.
any reason we couldn't rest
bar-
before we do anything?
Is on the far wall.
How
It
hurt
is-
are you?
It is still high noon.
I don't give a shit.
Make me an intelligence check, Menos and Hero.
I don't want to.
I like to see it though.
Can I opt out?
Sure. I mean,
It's a 6.
Hero,
27.
you know nothing. Akmenos, you realize the sun has not moved an inch since you've been here. It's straight overhead, and it should not be high noon. You've been here for a while.
Who else is outside with me?
Hero.
Kiro.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this guy.
Mm-hmm.
You look up. The sun's directly overhead.
How long has it been high noon?
Honestly, I didn't look at the sun when we got here.
He's he's telling you.
High noon only lasts a minute.
Hmm.
The sun has been directly overhead. I would say you've been here for maybe an hour or two.
We've been here at least an hour.
Sun has not moved an inch.
You think we're stuck in time as well as in a location?
It's starting to seem that way.
All right, going back to Dr. Ashford, as you move about the bar, it's still pointing in the direction of the bar. Make me an investigation.
Certainly. Investigation. Okay. That is 15 plus 19.
It is not pointing to anything directly in that building. It's seeming to point through the wall, through something in that direction. To your recollection, as you were looking back outside, it is pointing in this direction. Let me draw you.
Okay.
So you've narrowed it down. It's not like pointing to any bottle, any skull, any person.
Yes.
Just
It's a
fixed,
direction.
yeah, you've kind of deduced that it's not in this building. It's beyond it. That in that direction through the bar.
Okay. And there's no door behind the bar, is there?
There's a trap door below. Maybe this storeroom, but not
Not a
Uh,
way out.
not a way out. That's not the front door.
Got it. Okay. And there's no other entry points, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to walk back over to the table.
Okay.
So, learned a few things. The pathway that we're supposed to be taking, and I'm going to point in the direction it was going in. However, I do have a conundrum, which is how do we get there without getting eaten?
Huh.
Go up and over. Oh, I'm not out there. Never mind.
Yeah, it's been about 10 minutes or so, and you guys are still outside. If you want to come back inside, do anything else, you may, but you're just sitting outside, pondering.
How much of that
tall
whiskey's
are you
left?
again?
What's that?
I said, how tall are you again?
I'm like 5'9".
I was gonna say maybe we could use these people as mounts,
You
but I
can't.
don't think that would work for me.
They have horses outside, but I don't know if you can convince someone to give you a horse.
We can try.
Do we want to head in?
Yeah.
All right. As you guys, Dr. Ashford and Garadash, are debating at the table, he's revealed this information to you. Akmenos and Kiro walk in the front door looking dejected and defeated and come to the table and sit with you.
It's been high noon the entire time we've been here.
Ah,
Good.
No.
No,
Not
that was
good.
sarcasm. That was sarcasm, darling.
Right.
Think.
Do
I'm gonna start digging into the briefcase, and I'm gonna start procuring different tinkering tools and smith tools. I'm gonna put them in each appendage, so feet, hands, and I'm gonna start working on something.
Okay, sounds
Just
good.
give me a bit.
so do we have any idea where we're supposed to head from here?
Apparently through that wall.
Well, not technically through the wall, just past the wall, but I'm trying to figure out how we can get through that without having to get eated.
We can get
Is-
through the wall.
Is there
Oh, yeah,
rooms
there's no problem with
upstairs that we can go out a window?
I would assume so.
At least to get a bearing
mean-
as to what's on the other side, to at least look over there?
But I'm not one for experimenting again after getting slashed because of a hat.
Speaking of which, damage report on that. How are we all doing right now?
Ow.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a nap.
I'm at half.
Same.
You guys, I'll leave the thinking to you guys who can actually think.
My whole character is based off short rests. I can take a short rest and be back in the game.
Oh, I'm a monk.
I'm a monk warlock. Everything
And a
I
dragon.
Yeah, everything I do short rest driven. I'm gonna walk upstairs and see if I can, based off of the way that Dr. Ashford pointed, I'm gonna see if there's like a room there that I can check one of the doors.
You can on that east side. The rooms are all locked.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
No answer.
Can I attempt to quietly force the door?
Yeah, give me a stealth check and a strength check.
Stealth check is gonna be a 21.
Okay.
Strength check is gonna be a 19.
Six, seven.
I was trying to feel I'm about to fall outside and just be fucked up.
You're on the.
Yeah.
The rooms are on the second story, but you would know that you would walk. Try to, if you succeeded and open this door, there'd be a room on the other side with the window looking out. You wouldn't like instantly fall out.
Yeah. That's
So
my.
what was your strength? What's your strength check?
19, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
19.
So you lean up, sidle up to the door, look around. There's no one up there, and you kind of lift, twist, and jam your shoulder into the door and break it open. You look around. No one really seems to have noticed. There's still a lot of din and liveliness going on downstairs. And you walk into the room, and you pretty much see this out the window.
I'm gonna leave the door like partially open, but like as just like barely ajar, just in case I got a boogie.
Okay, this is what you see out the window. There's no wall. There's no wall there on the left. Just imagine anything that's not a building to be desert.
Okay. So there's another building, some horses.
Yeah, and then no wall here, and then all this desert.
Okay.
There's not a person over there. That's someone's character.
Okay. I'm gonna.
There seems to be a hay cart, hay bales, horses stabled, some barrels that look to be stored, a house.
How far away are they downstairs? Like in a
probably
straight line.
Or,
If I were to
out the
poke my
window?
head, no. If I were to poke my head back inside and like look down to them sitting at the table.
like 30 feet.
All right. Can I kind of poke my head in and use minor illusion to point an arrow up at me on their table?
Yes. So as you guys are sitting at the table, Dr. Ashford's tinkering. You probably wouldn't notice. But Ekmenos and Garadash, you see an arrow magically appear in front of you, pointing towards you, and you look up. You see your friend Kuro kind of motioning or doing something to get your attention.
What is it?
But he can't hear you. You say, "What is it?" And he's very far away upstairs.
Can I turn the minor illusion into a staircase?
Yes, he turns it into a staircase.
Gonna peek over to the stairs.
Okay. You see Menos look towards the staircase, look back towards you.
Can I make an arrow that points at the doctor to get his attention?
You can.
I want to make an arrow pointed at the doctor, then turn it into stairs. Arrow at the doctor, and then the stairs.
All right, that's what happens. Dr. Ashford does not notice he's busy tinkering. Kuro and Akmenos.
I'll get up.
Okay.
Are you coming upstairs?
Yeah.
All right, you go upstairs, and now Akmenos has joined you in this room.
As he walks, I'm going to grab him by his shirt and pull him into the room and partially close the door.
Okay.
I was attempting to do this relatively quietly.
Is this quiet? Is it not?
He said the necklace was pointing in a direction, correct?
Yes.
The goal was to get the necklace up here to see which way it points.
He's kind of busy.
I'm just going to stare at him for a minute.
All right, as that is going on upstairs,
I'm still sleeping.
he's tinkering. Did you sleep? Where did you go to sleep? In the stool?
I told you, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get some. I'll let you guys do the thinking.
But where?
Wherever the fuck I can.
So you go upstairs. All the doors are locked. When you would have went, so all the doors would have been locked.
Fuck it, I'm sufficiently drunk. I'll just sleep on the
All right, so you sleep upstairs or downstairs?
upstairs.
All right, so Kiro, you would have seen your friend sleep as you made your way upstairs. He is asleep.
I'm going to look at Akmenos. Stay here.
Hi.
And I'm going to go into my bag and grab a ball bearing out of it. From my bags of ball bearings.
Okay.
And I'm going to toss one to try and hit into whatever Dr. Ashford is tinkering with.
Roll me an attack roll.
Rude.
13.
You miss. and it clatters beside him. By this point,
I'm going to Eldritch Blast this motherfucker in the back of the head in a second.
By this point, the barkeep storms up the stairs, sees you, and he's like, you imagine that one of the girls probably told him that you broke into one of his rooms up here. He's like, you're going to pay for that! These rooms are for rent only!
How do you feel about me sleeping on the floor, though?
He just walked right by you.
I'm going to hand him a gold piece.
He's like, never mind, and he walks back downstairs. Just wheels about and just walks back downstairs.
I spent 6 gold so far.
Money bags over here.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk down. I'm gonna walk downstairs to Dr. Ashford.
All right, so Menace, do you accompany or do you stay in the room that you have now purchased?
Nope.
For a gold, did I purchase it for the night, or do I now own this room?
For a night.
Getting my money's worth now.
All right, so you come back down to the table. It's probably about 5 more minutes, and then Dr. Ashford finishes tinkering. Roll me, Dr. Ashford, an Arcana, and do you have a craft roll that you use to create your inventions?
Yes. I have with my tools, it's my proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check with tools that I am proficient in. Hold on. Part of it is obscured. Yes. Proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make that uses your proficiency with the tool. So.
Okay. So roll me an Arcana, and then go ahead and roll me your Engineer's Tools check. Both.
Oh boy. Okay. This will be Arcana first. Great. 10, 11. So 12.
Okay.
And then as far as the tinkering goes, 12.
Okay, so Dr. Ashford was tinkering for a while. And do you have any shape or look of what you were tinkering?
Yes, it kind of looks like a small, almost like a mechanical doll. It has two different kinds of lenses for eyes. It has this propeller on the top of its head, and it has a big chunk missing in its chest that is dragon-toothed shaped.
Okay. So as you try link it to this device, you kind of get some pushback, like mentally, physically pushback, and you can see the talisman, the amulet, does not want to be messed with. So you have some difficulty, but in the end, you do succeed. As you, the talisman had fallen, the amulet had fallen inert over the time that you had tinkered with it. But as you say the keyword again, your homunculus rises up and starts trying to lead the way. It goes out the front door, and then
it's it whirling, like it's flying?
It's fine. It's functional.
Okay.
It's kind of chittering and.
Oof. I was gonna say I was gonna use my Flash of Genius trait, which just adds a +4 to my 12, so it would be a 16.
Okay, so it's kind of. It's not perfect, but you're like success.
But it's better. Behold, the Weizmann Institute of Science Experimental Astrophysics Spectroscopy System at work.
So it shoots into the air and hovers probably a couple feet over your head and starts whirring. It goes out the front door, and the talisman kind of points to it and kind of pulls you, not like hard, but like it wants to go in that direction if you would go. Goes out the front door. Is you follow it. If you do, it starts flying in this direction. It probably only makes it. I'll use this as a reference. Yeah.
Okay.
So you get to the end of the porch here, where you know dare not to go further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it starts flying in this direction, and it looks like it reaches the leash. It just tink, 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 tink.
Okay. So it's farther. That gentleman's there, right?
Tink, tink. Yeah, he's there. Tink, tink.
Excuse me, can I borrow your horse?
He turns towards you and looks to you. He says borrow, and he just like gives you a motion that's a no.
Am I with him?
Your horse?
If you guys would have followed him outside, yeah, you're with. Bye. And he kind of rubs his hands together, and he said, "Now you're speaking my language."
What's your price in dollars?
He rubs his chin thoughtfully. 250.
I don't know what the conversion rate is here.
Just give him 5 gold. That's what I've been doing. Just
I
throw it
don't
on.
have dollars, but I have gold.
Okay, he says, "All right." And then he says, "Gold, 10 pounds."
10
What?
pounds of gold?
Yeah, that'd probably be roughly,
Gotta do some conversion there.
yeah, like 150 gold pieces.
Do you know how heavy gold is? It's not a light material. It's a very...
It's like a coin, though.
I can't speak to this man.
A horse, like, is a horse. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, do you have a donkey or something that I could ride across the sand with? Because I don't like getting my feet dirty.
He looks over at his 2 very large horses, and he says, "No, these are thoroughbreds. If you want them, it's going to cost you."
Do you want to just try and run it?
I mean, I am
You're
kind
not
of
even
fast.
out there, are you?
Yeah, I went out there. I walked down to him as this thing flew away from him. I was coming to
Is
get
there-
him to bring him upstairs, so look out a window.
Is there kind of like a walkway, like a pathway through the dirt?
Absolutely not. There's this porch here.
Mhm.
There are some Looks like wanted posters, a feeding trough, and then straight sand.
Okay, great.
There's
One
a
moment.
porch probably from where you are.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably about 30. Probably about 65 feet away from you.
65. Okay.
Do
I
you
have a
want to
movement
go?
speed of
Is that the
35.
plan to go there?
We're gonna do our best. I'm gonna go into the case, and I'm gonna pull out the gauntlets and the chest piece for the armor, and I'm gonna start piecing together my my body armor.
All right, you do that.
Like Iron Man.
Alright. Akmenos, you see your two companions come back inside. They seem to be gearing up for something that you're not aware of.
I'm gonna wait for him to come downstairs.
I'm gonna peek my head down the stairs.
Could you wake Garadash?
Yes. What's going on?
We're gonna try and run it.
Oh.
Mm.
We're gonna run it.
Yeah, so I'll go find Gardash.
All right, you find Gardash sleeping peacefully at the top of the stairs.
Give him like a nudge with my foot.
All right, you are woken up.
I'm not a morning person.
We're gonna run it.
What?
We're gonna run it.
What does that mean?
I think we're gonna run.
Where?
I don't know.
Why?
Dr. Ashford has the
I'm very
talisman. I'm
confused.
sure he can explain it.
All right. I'm gonna stumble out into the fucking.
And then I will go downstairs.
High noon.
All right, as you come back on the porch, it's high noon, as it has been the whole time, and you are now on the porch.
So I heard we're gonna run it.
Kind of. If you see my my invention over there, the Weizmann Institute of Science Experimental Astrophysics Spectrometry System, you would see that it's still pointing in that direction, and the talisman is currently embedded within its chest. However, it feels like it's kind of hitting a wall, and it's attached to me. So I procured my armor on, and we're gonna cheese it.
Yeah. So you are on the porch here. This is the little homunculus contraption, whirling, flying contraption he's made. It's kind of still boing, 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 boing in the air, seeming to hit a wall, and still just trying as hard as it can to go further, but it seems to not be able to. The talisman on your chest, Dr. Ashford, has leaped up, not leaped up, but it's straight out from your chest, pointing in that direction as well, like
See?
in the air.
Ah. So obviously we need to get there. We don't have 150 pounds of gold.
Not pounds, 150 gold pieces.
150 gold pieces. I mean, we could
10
arguably
pounds.
pool everything together, but we don't know if the horses would.
Yeah, I
actually
need a
work.
horse for myself.
What is
so
that in dollars?
250
For a
What,
horse?
for a horse.
Did I sleep long enough to get any hit points back?
You sure didn't. It's been like 10 minutes.
You sons of bitches.
How hurt are you?
You know,
Like super hurt or like mildly
No.
hurt?
no, I'm only at like 75%.
Okay.
So that next closest porch is here. You guys are over here.
Okay.
And again, it's boing, 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 boing.
I mean, we haven't like.
I have a plan.
What's the plan?
Do you want me to pull the attention off so you all can make the run?
That is a fair plan, but we don't know how many there are, and if that would work.
There were a
Then you would
lot.
just be risking yourself. Remember when the bodies were there, and then like 8 of them just jumped out. I feel like we would just be separating ourselves for no reason.
Can we not explain to this man that we literally want to rent his horse to fucking walk like 10 feet?
He's not letting us. If you
You asked him to borrow it. You didn't.
I'm sorry,
that's
borrowing and
metagaming,
renting isn't
sorry.
the same thing?
No.
How so?
Money.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I was implying that I would pay to borrow said horse.
Ah.
He told you could buy it for $250.
I'm not buying a horse. What am I going to do with a whole horse? I can't use a horse and things.
Horses are super useful.
Yeah, but we don't know if the horse is going to come with me.
I literally only have the 50 gold you gave me. I spent like all of my money.
I did too.
So
we could buy one horse.
yes. However, we don't know if the horse theory actually works.
I'll test
and then
it.
we'd be out 150 gold.
Me and you can both fit on a horse, right?
Yeah.
What if we just walk with? What if we just run it? As long as we don't stop.
Not all of you are
just run
so
it.
fast as you are, Bug.
It's going to get pretty nasty out there, possibly.
Yeah, but
It's a good 75 feet for the nearest porch.
that's so 75 feet. That's a dash action and a half for everybody else except for me, and potentially Shane. What's your movement
Yeah,
speed right now, Garadash? 40.
35. I'm
35.
huge. I'm not huge. I'm
Heavy.
pretty big.
Okay, because I can get. How about I run to the next porch and see what's going on there?
If you'd like to attempt that, sure.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just use a dash
You
action.
got this. You got this. All
Okay,
the
so
false confidence you need.
Dr. Ashford kind of backs up, and you see his little homunculus back up with him. You see it has like a tether of like 30 feet.
Okay.
It can't go.
That was my
farther.
confusion, is if it was hitting something, like it physically couldn't progress, or if it was like tethered to him, it can only go so far from him.
So as Dr. Ashford backs up, it also backs up with him, and it's still bing, bing, bing,
Okay.
bing, bing. It seems to reach the end of its leash and can't go any further.
That was my question that was coming up next. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to run to the next one. I'll use a dash action. And
Alright,
I'm going to also burn a key point.
Okay.
And use patient defense as well.
Okay. Make me a reflex save. Bing, bing,
That
bing.
way, if they are going to attack me, they have to do it at disadvantage.
It's not an attack. Bing, bing. Make me a reflex save. Bing, bing.
Okay.
You can take that key point back if you want. Bing,
Eh.
bing.
18 plus dexterity save plus 8, so 24.
Okay, so you three on the porch, you see Kiro take off like a dash of lightning, sand streaming in his wake. He makes it, I would say, about halfway, and just one of those creatures launches itself straight out of the sand. Like many of you who've been on boats have seen sharks and other sea animals do, out of the sand. He sees it out of the corner of his eye, dodges, rolls, keeps going, takes 8, 11, 5 points of slashing damage, 7, 10, 5 points of bludgeoning damage as it rakes him across the back as he rolls and keeps going. And then make me another reflex save.
Yeah,
17 plus 8, 25.
Alright, just as you reach it, another creature comes lunging out from this direction, goes back into the sand, narrowly dodging. You get out of the way. 7 points of slashing damage and 13. 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you leap for the safety of the porch, and now
I would like to clamber up to the balcony, like roof of this building.
give me an acrobatic check.
That's fine. I'm good at those. 24.
All right, you leap and make it to the roof of this house.
And I'm gonna
Alright,
sit
doing
there I'm gonna sit there for a minute, bleeding. I have 6 hit points left.
You all see that? Boing, 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 boing.
Yeah, I don't know the point of not taking.
Dr. Ashford's still wearing the talisman. Boing, 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 boing.
Oh, can you
boing.
throw it to me?
You can try.
What, the talisman?
No.
Or
Don't do
get it to me by other means? How much does the talisman weigh? No. How much does the talisman weigh?
Like a pound or two. It's not very heavy at all.
Does anybody else on that side have mage hand?
No.
Fuck
No.
you all.
Boing, boing, boing.
Can I pull the homunculus to me?
Yeah.
Can you
And the talisman deactivates.
Oh, it does deactivate.
It's not that smart.
Got it. Okay. I'm gonna put the homunculus on my shoulder.
Okay.
And just kind of.
I'm here now.
You see Kuro sitting on a rooftop, cross-legged, bleeding heavily
Okay.
as he stares at you.
Just 1,000-yard stare. I've seen some shit now.
So I have 49 gold. How much gold do you have?
50.
Okay, that's 99. And then I'm gonna point at Akamas?
Minos.
Alkmenos. Do you have any gold on you, perchance?
I also have 50.
I mean, we could see if best we can do is 149. See if we can do the horse.
Let's ask about a renting program first.
So, could we rent your horse? We're not looking to buy the horse.
Renting my horse. I'd need some type of collateral.
What would you like as a collateral? I have literally a lot.
They give me 20 gold and that shiny thing you carry, and he points at your briefcase. And we'll call it a deal, and I'll give you this back when you give me back my horse.
Wouldn't
about
you
for both
want
horses?
something that's in the briefcase?
I want to hold on to all of it. Why would I want something inside it? Like the whole thing seems very important to you. Carrying it around in the middle of here.
I'm going to interject and say if he wants that, then we want to borrow both horses.
Make me a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
I'm living on this roof now. I've accepted it. This is
Yeah,
my new
you're-
home.
You're over here. I don't know.
9. That-
9. He says, no deal. 20 gold. That thing. Borrow the horse for the day, and then I'll give it back. I keep the 20 gold.
Can I try and intimidate him?
You can at disadvantage as he's already kind of adverse to this deal, as your friend has failed negotiating with him already.
Sorry.
Oh, fuck me!
Are you
That's- it's
Jackson
a-
rolling this shit right now?
One of them was a natural 20, and then the second one is a 16.
Can I use my flasher of genius again? I have 4 of them. I'd like to add 4 to his check and go, yeah, we would hate to see what would happen to you if you didn't get if we didn't get what we were asking for.
He kind of looks taken back. He puts 110 to his hip where that strange contraption is, and he says, fine. 10 gold, 1 horse, briefcase. He didn't say briefcase. He says, item, I can't give you both horses. That's my livelihood, and I use them. And he points kind of to the hay cart. Like, half price or no deal.
That's fair. Just don't.
He said, I'll give you that back. These horses are my life. You get it. I get what I want back. You get what you want back.
Can I roll an insight to see if he's being shisty?
You sure can.
Hell yeah. This is my livelihood, dude. Natural 20.
He's being completely truthful. You can tell he loves these animals. There's life. There's livelihood. He would die for one. He just wants to make sure you're not stealing his horse.
I'm gonna deal.
Deal. You shake hands. He leads over. Which horse do you want?
The black one.
He leads over this horse to in front of you, and this horse is now yours for the day. He takes your briefcase and kind of goes off, and he stands against the cart looking at you warily.
Okay. So, who can fit both of us on and ride the horse back to get the other person?
I would say
probably you.
Garadash. Yeah, Garadash could only be just him on the horse, or Akmenos and Dr. Ashford could both fit on the horse.
Sounds like it's you guys, huh?
Okay.
I would call that a plan.
But how do we get the horse back to you?
Oof. Oh, shit. I see problems. I don't know. I mean, maybe just see how far the your gadget thing wants to take you first, and I don't know.
Okay.
But then we still have our monk
Can-
over on the
Is
road.
the how far away is the porch we're going to? 65 feet.
Yeah.
75, I thought.
Would the owner of the horse be able to call it back?
Right now, he's not really paying attention to you. He's kind of looking at you side-eyed, but he's doing his horseman stuff.
Hmm.
As far as he's concerned, you've rented it for the day.
Okay, how about this? I'm going to reactivate the homunculus and say, show the way. I'm going to go on the back of the horse. I could always come back, and if not, I die. Science.
All right, so you
Oh, it's nice knowing you, Doctor.
gallantly leap on the horse, taking precaution to avoid the dangers below as you know it, and give me.
We're about to lose a horse.
Give me an athletic. Give me an animal handling check.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Not losing a horse yet.
I'm going to be as ginger as I can and go, okay, nice horse, great horse, modded 20.
All right, so you
Just so pretty.
easily saddle the horse and then clap, 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 clap. Riding in the direction that your homunculus leads you. It is always trying to stay not as far away as it can, but as far as it can toward its
Yeah.
goal.
It's
And
max
it-
distance, yeah.
Yeah, and it's dun, 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 as you ride the horse. Dun, 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 dun. Everything seems to be going fine.
Okay.
Nothing's coming at you. Nothing. The homunculus goes right inside of this big stone building that you can see on the top says bank, and goes right inside. You still remaining on the horse. You kind of lose sight of it as it goes inside. It comes back outside, realizing you don't have sight of it. Kind of and goes back inside.
Okay, I'm going to reel it back in.
Okay, it comes back to you.
And then I'm going to clop on over to first Kuro. And then, or can I go in the middle of the middle of everyone? And I'm going to go, I think we need to make a withdrawal.
So as Dr. Ashford gallantly rides back to you, he yells out, I think we have to make a withdrawal. And that's where we'll end it.
I'm almost dead. I don't want to go in the bank.
We gotta
Every
rob the
time,
bank,
every
y'all.
time I touch the sand, I almost die. All right, we robbing a bank now.
Apparently,
I'm excited.
I was sneaking suspicion. It's going to be in the vault.
Uh-huh.
I'm ready.
Take me. Let's see what happens.
Oh, God.
All right.
All right.
Well, that
the
was a
game
ton of
will-
fun.
Yeah, the game will end where it began, at high noon.
Oh, God.
Yeehaw.
All right.
Yeah!
And we're back next Monday with this one,
I can do that.
right, Jackson?
Let me look at the calendar.
I would say it's Monday because we're off today, tomorrow, so then we work Sunday. We're back Monday for this one, and then next Friday for Dreamers.
Yes, it is indeed Monday.
All right,
Yep.
so
right.
we'll see everyone after the weekend. Hopefully, we'll have our other compatriots
Yep.
in-house. And good game. I loved it. I love putting you at peril.
I had fun. I like challenging fights and stuff.
No one died.
That's so positive.
I was at 1 at the end of that.
I'm at 6.
I'm less
and
hurt.
not a good 6. I don't have any way of healing myself except for short rests. I'm not used to that. Usually I play paladins, so I got a little bit of some wiggle room.
Of an insurance policy.
I've ran this game a couple times, and you guys realized pretty quickly to get off the sand, which I cannot say about some other people. But
Yikes.
great job. So wrap up. You guys arrived at this strange place called Berry, with strange people, monsters that come out of the ground, and have realized one of the talismans you are seeking lies at the big stone bank, a far distance away from creatures that could possibly eat you.
I want to keep fucking with the bartender.
All right.
All right.
Bye, Internet.
See you guys,
Bye.
everyone, Monday.
Bye.